The basement for another matchup of the New York Knicks versus the Miami Heat. This is a big matchup tonight. Actually, it is a really big matchup. Even though the Knicks and the Heat are both in the playoffs, this will give the Knicks the tiebreaker against the Miami Heat. It'll also give them a 4-game lead with 5 games left over the Miami Heat as well. So this will give them the season series as well. So actually, this game has a lot of importance to it. So hopefully the Knicks will come out. Jalen Brunson is back. Jalen Brunson is back after missing 2 games with a sprained wrist. Hopefully he comes back good. If it even looks like it's starting to hurt, they should just take him out. I don't want this guy hurt for the playoffs. I want him staying in. I want him to continue to move forward. So right now, this game is actually a really important game. They have to beat the Heat tonight. They'll beat them. Right now, they're tied in their season series. The Knicks will take over the season series, and we'll get them in the tiebreakers for the playoffs moving forward. It'll give them a 4-game lead with 5 games left in the regular season. So this game is huge for the Knicks. So I'll be a little bit more hyped tonight than I was with Johnny Reserve last night with the Rangers, who they already clinched. They're playing a dumpster fire team, beat them 6-2, and that's fine there. So let's go with this game tonight. The New York Knicks are going to bring it. They're going to bring it. Flex, first cellar dweller accounted for. First Ozzy in the basement. Flex, what's going on, brother? Bulldog, another cellar dweller accounted for and in the basement. What's up, Bulldog? Bagger, another cellar dweller accounted for. Another second Ozzy in the basement. What's going on, Bagger? Texas, another cellar dweller accounted for. Texas is in the basement. Good evening back to you, sir. Matumbo, back in the basement. Another cellar dweller accounted for. What is going on, Matumbo? Good to see you in here, man. Nabil, welcome into the basement. Please subscribe, hit the bell notice, and the like button. Nabil, how you doing today, man? Thanks for entertaining us tonight and coming in the basement with us. Flex, damn, KO, 76ers, Mavericks, and Suns, Timberwolves. No Knicks. Suns, I'll tell you right now why they're showing the Suns and the Timberwolves, Flex. Kevin Durant is back on the Suns tonight. Kevin Durant is back from injury. He's finally making a debut for the Suns, so that is the reason why that game's probably being shown for you there. 76ers, Mavericks, they should have shown the Heat and the Knicks instead of that one there. This game has a lot of implications on it. The 76ers already have the 2 seed. They already have the 3 seed locked up. They're not losing that. And the Mavericks are trying to fight still to get to the play-in. They've had a rough time with Luka and Kyrie, and that team has just been a little bit of a mess. The Knicks Miami Heat, damn, Flex, I wish they were showing this game for you, man, because this is the game that is definitely bigger than the Sixers and the Mavericks, I guess, but more star players are on the Sixers and Mavericks than on these teams, so I guess that's what they're doing with that. But the Suns having Kevin Durant come back is the reason why that is on there, Flex. So, man, it's horrible, man. I'm sorry that you're missing out on that. Texas, hey, Nabil, good, and I am new here. Yep, you are new here. Nabil, trust and believe. We know our basement cellar dwellers, man. So you show up here enough times, you'll become one of them. So welcome into the basement, Nabil. Again, subscribe, bell notes, hit that like button. Appreciate you being in here, man. Bulldog, Johnny, did you know that a ref stopped the Jets-Lions game in 1997 to tell the Lions game to be quiet because the Jets couldn't hear each other on the field? Yep, and you know how I know that, Bulldog? I was at that game in Detroit. That's the game that Barry Sanders got his 2,000 yards against the Jets. He barely had 50 yards in the first half of that game and got over 100 in the second half to get his 2,000 yards on the season. Bulldog, I was at that game. That was a December game in 1997. I was there. Man. True story. That was also Bill Parcells' first year coaching the Jets. The Jets went 9-7 that year, when the previous year in 96, they went 1-15 under Rich Kotite. So, yep, trust and believe. I know all about that season, man. Then the following year in 1998, the Jets went 12-4 and went on to the AFC Championship game, only to lose to the Denver Broncos. Had they beaten them, they would have waxed the Falcons in the Super Bowl. We know they would have, and that's just how it is there. So, we are getting underway right now. Tip-off has just started. The Heat and the Knicks are underway. So, yeah, Bulldog, good thing to bring up, though, man. So, yes, I was there for that. It was loud. I've never been in a stadium that loud before. I'd never really been in a dome at that time in 97. So, it was extremely loud in that one. Knicks bringing the ball up. Mutombo, yes, I am. I'll tell you why, Mutombo. I'll get back to that in 1 second. I am, but I wanted Lamar Jackson. I am excited for Aaron Rodgers. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not. I got a few opinions on it, Mutombo, and I'm going to get back to you on that in a second. Mutombo, you're in the basement enough. If I don't get back to you in a couple minutes, bring it up again, and I'll bring it back. Mitchell Robinson, bringing it down. There we go. That's the way to start it off, Knicks. And we're in Madison Square Garden in New York City. It's a big game again, guys. A big game for the Knicks. It's actually a big game for the Heat, too. So, unlike the last game where we played the Rockets and garbage, Miami is not a garbage team. This is a really big game right now. Grimes for three. And he hits it. There you go. 5-0 Knicks getting underway. Nabil, thanks, guys, for having me. No problem, man. You got it. Flex. Ozzy, Josh Giddey got career-high 31 points with 10 rebounds and 9 assists, but lost. Yep. Flex, that can happen, man. It can happen. Remember a couple weeks ago, Julius Randle had 57 points, and the Knicks still lost. Grimes for three again, and he hit it. 8-0 Knicks. Grimes back-to-back three-pointers. That's what I'm talking about. Texas Parcells, hell of a coach. You're not kidding, man. He always took over dumpster fire teams and turned them into champions, most of them. He even took that Jets team. You think about that. In 3 seasons, he had them at 12-4. The Jets were 4-28 under Rich Kotite. 4-28. Can you imagine the Jets had hired Rich Kotite, who had just lost his last 7 straight games with the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Jets are like, wow, you just lost the last 7 in a row? Come on over, pal. You seem like our kind of guy. But he was the offensive coordinator for the Jets when Joe Walton coached the team in the 80s. So Rich Kotite was I'd love to put Adam Gase as the worst coach for the New York Jets has ever seen, but he did have a better winning record than Rich Kotite. I have to still give Kotite that time. I really want to give it to Adam Gase. I so badly want to give it to Adam Gase as the worst Jets coach ever. But he'll, at the very least, he'll be a 1A. A 1A, but Rich Kotite, 4-28, and Parcells comes in and has mainly almost, like 3 years, they were 12-4, just like that. They went from the laughing stock to a top team in the league, just like that. My Miami turnaround jump, I didn't catch who did it. So that's where it is with that. Mutombo, don't worry, I'm not forgetting about Aaron Rodgers. I'm coming back to that, man. So, yeah, Texas Parcells, hell of a coach, man, and he always turned every team around. How about the Patriots? Drew Bledsoe and company took them to the Super Bowl, lost to Brett Favre, still in all. The New York Giants, when he took them over, Parcells' first year with the New York Giants in the early 80s, won 3 games. Then he went on to win 2 Super Bowls with them. Bill Belichick was his defensive coordinator. Tom Coughlin was part of the offense, man. Tom Coughlin, the guy that Belichick cannot beat. Cannot beat. Has a losing record to Tom Coughlin. I believe that's the only one he has a losing record to. Lost 2 Super Bowls to Tom Coughlin, and I believe, including when he was with the Jaguars, I believe Belichick is 2-5 against Coughlin. Around there, 2-5. So there we go with that. It's 8-6 Knicks right now, 8:41 left in the first quarter. Raleigh, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Raleigh in the basement. Raleigh, you're the first OG in the basement, brother. What's going on, man? This is a big game for us tonight, Raleigh. Big game. The Knicks and the Heat are tied in their season series against each other. This is a huge game for both teams. The Knicks win this game, Raleigh. We break the tiebreaker. We win the season series. It'll give us a 4-game lead over Miami, and it'll give it with 5 games to go. So we will be sitting really well. Got to win this game. It's in Manhattan, Madison Square Garden. We're going to take this one, I hope. 8-7 now. We just 8-0 lead. Now Miami's going on a 7-0 run. Brunson for 3. Come on, man. Good rebound by Robinson. RJ, come on, RJ. Put it in there. Barrett missed. Come on, man. 2 opportunities, missed both. Mutombo, the thing is AR-12 comes with demands and drama, not what you want for upcoming young building team. Yep, like I said, listen. The Jets, I'll get on that right now. The Jets, I wanted Lamar Jackson because they're going to get longevity out of the guy. You can get another 7-8 years out of him easily of production, probably get a ring or 2 out of it with the team that the Jets have. This is where I think the Jets' reasoning is when everybody's like, why isn't your team going after Lamar? Why would they go after Rodgers, who might retire after 1 year or maybe 2? I'm going to tell you why, and this is my opinion. This is my opinion. I believe the Jets still don't want to dump and admit that Zach Wilson has been a dumpster fire. They're admitting it by bringing in a superstar quarterback. Going RJ for 3, missed it. Come on. Anyway, they went for a superstar quarterback. They're trying to win the whole thing right now. Aaron Rodgers is good with Zach Wilson. He probably helped develop him and maybe inspire him some. But they want Zach Wilson to be the starter down the road. That is my opinion, and that's why they're getting a little Band-Aid right now with Aaron Rodgers. Next year at this time, we're going to be sitting there. Is Aaron going to retire? Is he going to play? If the Jets go deep in the playoffs and don't win the Super Bowl, is he going to retire? We're going to go through this whole thing again next year. But right now, it's the Packers holding this up more than more than Aaron Rodgers. But that's why I feel they're going for Rodgers and not Lamar Jackson, because they still believe that Zach Wilson could be their future quarterback, just not right now. I'm not saying that. That's just my opinion on what I think the Jets are doing. That's my opinion. I don't believe it. I don't believe in it. But we have seen what we're at commercial right now. It's 9-8 Miami. But we have seen what coaching can do with quarterbacks. Look at Doug Peterson at Jacksonville after that train wreck of Urban Meyer coaching the team. Look at Trevor Lawrence this year. Way looking like the first overall pick that we were expecting. Daniel Jones, Brian Dable and the Giants. Daniel Jones. Danny Dimes, it was like Danny loose change. He couldn't hold on to the ball ever. So Danny Dimes all of a sudden looked really good last year under Brian Dable. Coaching. Mac Jones for the New England Patriots was a Rookie of the Year candidate under Josh McDaniels. McDaniels leaves. Matt Patricia takes over. Mac Jones goes from Rookie of the Year candidate to one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL, and that's coaching. You got to blame coaching. Mac isn't that bad. It's not that bad. I mean, the people below Mac was like Zach Wilson and Baker Mayfield and, some backups here and there. So that's coaching. Look at the drop-off. How can a great, incredible coach like Bill Belichick allow that to happen last season? That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But it is coaching. Coaching goes a long way. Now, I don't agree with all the play calling that was meant for Zach Wilson from Mike LaFleur, but let's face it, man, Zach couldn't hit the broadside of a barn 5 yards in front of him. He's too young to give up on, and that's what I feel why the Jets are going for Aaron Rodgers. If they didn't draft Zach Wilson that high, if they didn't draft him that high, they probably would have went after Lamar. I still believe that's the reason. They want to try to buy a Super Bowl right now, and I'm fine with that. And then turn the reins back over to Zach Wilson. That's my opinion. There you go, Matumbo. I hope I answered that for you. And I do agree with the assessment that he is high demands and diva and all that stuff. But that's what I got on that. Bulldog, what's up? Bulldog, Johnny, the Rangers extended. Oh, yeah, they got to extend Philip Hedl, man, and Lafreniere, and they got to extend Kako. How can you let the kid line go away? The kid line and the fourth line is really carrying the Rangers a lot. They're putting a lot of pressure on. They're bringing the fire. That's a great move. They got to extend Hedl. I would be flipping out if they let that kid go, or Laffy, or Kako. And I was on Lafreniere a lot in the beginning of the year because he wasn't doing it for the Rangers. He took a really slow start. To be fair, Hedl took a really slow start before he had his breakout season this year. So the Rangers, I'm excited about them. Really excited about them. Bulldog again. Adam Gase was bad once the opening press conference happened. The Jets hired Adam Gase like it was Bill Walsh reincarnated. He had barely been fired by the Dolphins, and they were all over him like that. Incredible. 6:43 left in the first quarter. 9-8, and 9-8 Miami. And the other bad thing about Adam Gase is I coach the offense. Greg Williams coaches the defense. They didn't even like each other. When Adam coached, when the defense was on the field, Adam Gase was sitting on the bench, looking at his tablet, going over the offense. He didn't even pay attention when the defense was on the field. He literally separated, I do offense, you do defense, Greg. Adam's the head coach. Greg Williams is the defensive coordinator at the time. What is that? What a dumpster fire. What a disaster. But yet, Rich Kotite was worse. He was worse. You know why? Because Rich Kotite had a better team to work with than Adam Gase did. Unfortunately, Rich Kotite is still the worst coach in Jets history and one of the worst of all time. 4-28 in 2 seasons. 3-13 one year, 1-15 the next. Wow. Can't make this stuff up, guys. I've been up 10-8. Tyler Hero coming down from Miami, lays it in. You got a 12-8 lead for Miami, 6:25 left in the first quarter. Come on, Knicks, get it together. This is a big, big game for you guys tonight. The Knicks have not scored a point in the last 4 minutes and counting. They were up 8-0 and just stopped. So Miami's been on a 12-0 run since then. Randall driving the lane and lost the ball. Come on, Randall. I like Randall, but he has horrible handles, man. He has horrible handles. He is not good with the ball. He's just not. It's not his position. It's just not. You know, anyway. Flex, Zach needs an ego check. Amen. Yeah, he's more worried about hooking up with his mom's friends than he is about playing the game. You're not in Utah anymore, man. You're in New York. New York. Yes, Jersey, for all the people who would say the Jets technically play in Jersey. I'm not going to get into all that. But Zach came over in New York, and it all went to his head. Our savior, our this, our that, our this. And he bought into it. He's got the look of a quarterback. He's got the whole, the flowing blonde hair and the whole thing and the media darling and all that. And turns out when you put him in a game, Bill Belichick chopped him up. Every time they played the Patriots, our defense was there. Our defense did the job. Bill Belichick frustrated this kid like nobody's business, man. Like nobody's business. And everybody else pretty much. Georgia, if you were to ask me to I want to do a Super Bowl or stable offense, I would immediately pick a Super Bowl. At this point, Bulldog, I've been a 4 decades Jet fan. I've seen about 6 or 7 good seasons. I've never seen them in the Super Bowl. They're the only one of my teams that I've never seen in the match, Super Bowl. Never seen it. They came within the Super Bowl 4 times in my lifetime. 4 times. 82, 98, 09, and 10. That's it. And they haven't been in the playoffs in the last 12 years. So I'm all in when people are like, oh, you guys are just going to try to buy a ring, man. That's all you're trying to do. Fine. Buy it. I want it. Bruin. OG cellar dweller accounted for. Bruin in the basement. What's up, Bruin? Bruin's in the basement, man. Another OG in the basement, man. Bulldog, welcome to the basement. Valix, another cellar dweller accounted for. Valix is in the basement. What's up, man? Guys, subscribe, bell notice, like button. Hit that like button, man. Let's keep it rolling in here. Texas, they have to keep them. If nothing else, they will learn from Kane. Amen. Thank you, Texas. Thank you, man. I'm big on Patrick Kane being on the team. When we get to the playoffs, Patrick Kane and Tarasenko, they're both champions. Of course, Tarasenko won with the St. Louis Blues in 2019, and Patrick Kane is a 3-time champion with the Chicago Blackhawks. When we get in those playoffs, watch out. Just watch out. So I agree with you, Texas. They're learning from Patrick Kane. No problem there, man. That's fine. So the people that have been hating on Tarasenko and Kane since they came to the Rangers, I don't understand the hate. We got him for the playoffs and the playoff push, period. And how big an addition was Vinny Trocheck this year, getting him from Carolina Hurricanes? How big of an addition was that? A lot of Ranger fans were complaining, oh, man, we got him for 7 years and his contract's too much. You're going to have him till age 35. Man, the Rangers weren't worried about that when they signed Vinny. They weren't worried about that. They're trying to win the ring now. They have the team that can win it now. You got Kreider, Mika, Panarin, veterans that are in their prime. In their prime. You don't want to keep waiting until they get over their prime. No, you need to go in now, and that's why they got Vinny. They're not worried about the tail end of his contract. They'll trade him, do the partial payments. That's what New York teams do. So I ain't worried about that. And Vinny Trocheck has been a monster addition to this team as well. I loved it when they got him. Perfect. Jersey Giants and Jersey Jets. You know why that is, Bulldog? Because people hate New York. That's what it is. They don't care that the Dallas Cowboys play in Arlington. They don't care that the Washington Commanders play in Maryland. They don't care about that. There's 10 teams that misrepresent the city that they claim to be in. But only the Jets and the Giants are the problem. I don't care about that. People want to talk about that. I don't care. The Jets are like 7 miles outside of New York City. New York pays to keep those guys' names. I don't care. People want to call them the Jersey Jets. I don't care if they play in Northern Alaska, Barrow, Alaska. As long as they win a Super Bowl, I'm in. I don't care where they play. And a lot of Patriot fans don't like it because their 18-0 season got disrupted by the New York Giants. That's what it really. A lot of Boston fans. Oh, they're really New Jersey. Okay, they don't like the fact that the Yankees have a 27-9 lead in the rings. Yes, we haven't won one since 2009, but you know what? The rings still count. So, and for the Red Sox fans that say the Yankees, oh, you guys are living in the past. Not living in the past. What's the current ring total right now, today, in the present? 27-9. Period. Doesn't matter when, who, what, where, how, and why. So that's what I got to say on that. Miami's up 14-11 with 5:20 left in the first quarter. Come on, RJ, stay on him. Jimmy Butler, oh, he missed. Good. Grimes bringing it up. Let's go, guys. This is a big game. Let's go. And we're in our house, man. RJ with the floater. What is going on, Barrett? Come on, man. Bulldog, New Jersey. I just read that. Texas, hey, Bruin, hey, Tex, blah, blah, blah. Not blah to you guys. I'm trying to keep up with the live stream today. That sounded really foul, blah, blah, blah. I didn't mean it that way. We're in the basement. That's why stuff like that happens. Nabil, who do you think is going to win the Cup? Champions. Who do I honestly think I'm going to win? The Boston Bruins, I think, are going to win the Cup. But I'm not going to go over things that I've said a bunch of times. But Nabil, since you're new in the basement, I will tell you why I think the Bruins will win and defy the odds. The team that holds the record for wins in the NBA, the NHL, baseball, and football. The Warriors, the Mariners, the Red Wings and Lightning, and the Patriots. All of them set records for wins in their sports. None of them won the championship for their sport that year. That is a crazy stat, Nabil. So, me saying the Boston Bruins, I think they're going to win the whole thing because I think they're going to break that streak. I think they're going to get more than the 62 wins, and I think they're going to break that record and win the whole thing. I want my Rangers to win the whole thing, Nabil, so I'm going to be biased there. But if I was putting money down, I would say the Bruins would probably be the team this year. Olmark, their goalie, is lights out, ridiculous this year. Ridiculous. Pasternak, ridiculous. So that's what I'll say will win the Cup, the Bruins. Oh, as much as it kills me to say that, but I really think that's where it's going to go. However, I would like to see a Rangers-Bruins Eastern Conference Finals. That's what I'd like to see. Watch out for the Hurricanes and watch out for the Lightning. Those are two teams you cannot sleep on going into the playoffs. Period. You can't sleep on either one. The Bruins, Rangers got all the flashy stars. You got everybody there. The Hurricanes and the Lightning, those are the teams. Watch out. Remember, the Lightning been to the Stanley Cup 3 years in a row. 3 years in a row, won two of them. So we'll see. We'll see. But Nabil, if I had to put money down, man, I would say the Bruins are going to win the whole thing. Oh, it kills me to see a Boston team. But Brunson driving the lane, get the floater and in. 16-13 Miami with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Corey, welcome into the basement, Corey. Please hit the subscribe button, the bell notice, and the like button. Corey, what do you got? Oh, Tyler Mott coming back to the Rangers, like Jimmy Vesey coming back, man. Come on, man. These two guys, second time around, fire, man. Great stuff. And Mott got where did he come from? He went to the Ducks. How happy is he to be back on the Rangers? The Ducks. Come on, quickly, let's go. Talk about guys that Emmanuel Quickly has the highest plus minus off the bench. It's a plus 222. 222. Nabil, what team are in New York? Actually, in New York, you got the Buffalo Bills for football because all the Bills will tell you, fans will tell you they're the only team in New York. Now, the Jets and Giants are technically northern New Jersey. But if you want to talk about all the other teams are in New York except for the Giants, Jets, they technically play in East Rutherford, New Jersey, which is 7 miles outside of Manhattan. The New York Giants played in New York for over 60 years, 61-something years. And the Jets played at Shea Stadium, shared the stadium with the New York Mets. The Jets left there in 1984. Quickly driving the lane, gets it, and one. And one. Emmanuel Quickly has been going crazy this season. Crazy. Every time Brunson has been out, Quickly has stepped up. The last game, he had a career high, 40 points in the game. 40 points in the game last game. So him filling in for Brunson and Thibodeau finally, when Brunson doesn't play, let the team run through quickly, not Randall. Not Randall. And it's been paying off lately. So 18-17, Miami quickly going to the line. He hits this one. We got a tie game going. And not for nothing, it looks like the Knicks and the Cavaliers are going to be squaring off in round one of the playoffs. And it looks like the Rangers and the Devils, the New York Rangers and the New Jersey Devils are going to be squaring off in round one. Two big matchups to start the playoff series. That's the way it's looking. There could be a change here or there, but there ain't many games left in either league. Not many games left. There's 5 games left in here, and there's, I think, 8 games left in hockey before the playoffs start. Bulldog, Yankee, Bulldog, there you go in the bill. Bulldog broke it all down for you. There you go. Bulldog, I hope the Rangers will get to play the Maple Leafs in the first round so we can knock them. Right, the Maple Leafs will help us knock them out too, Bulldog. The Maple Leafs haven't even won a playoff series since 2004. 2004! I shouldn't talk. My Jets haven't even been in the playoffs. Not the Winnipeg Jets, my Jets. Okay, 20-17 Miami right now. 2:30 left in the first quarter. Quickly bringing it up. Who got fouled? Oladipo still plays, man. He's on the Miami Heat. Oladipo is still in the league, man. That dude, I remember when he was on the Pacers, but he was always hurt. Bulldog, I hope I already just read that. Bruin, if Olmark puts up a performance half of what Tim Thomas did, then it's over. I agree. Bruin, I hate admitting that that a Boston team is dominating. But I have to admit it. But okay, the Rangers Eastern Conference Finals against the Bruins will be one to watch. That'll be one not to miss because I believe they're the 2 toughest teams going into the playoffs. Tougher than Carolina. The Rangers already proved we could beat Carolina. We did it last year in the playoffs, and they had Vinny Trocheck. Now we have him. He's on our team. And we got Kane and Tarasenko. I'm not worried about Carolina, to be honest with you. I say watch out for them because they are good. The Lightning I give respect for because they've been in the last 3 Stanley Cups in a row. Last 3 in a row. So I do give them a lot of respect. You got it. The experience level is insane. So I give them the respect. I still think it's going to be Bruins, Rangers, Eastern Conference Finals. Quickly, come on, man. Double team. Get it up there. Come on, man. Come on. Randall cannot handle the ball, man. You guys know I love Julius Randle. Love him. It's like, I don't know. Sometimes he's just out there, man. I don't get it. Hero, get on him, Josh Hart. Get on him, Hart. Stay on him. Stay on him, Hartenstein. Don't let it go up. There you go. Get that ball back quickly. There you go. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. 23-17 Miami. Minute 40 left in the first quarter. Come on, Randall. Make up for losing that ball earlier. Hart to quickly driving the leg. Oh, back to Hart. Don't do it, Randall. Randall was fouled, I think. What do we got? Yeah, Bruin, man. Olmark, man. Valix. Another cellar dweller accounted for. Valix is in the basement. IQ got the ice spice of Walt Frazier, the ice spice effect. Walt, I tell you guys every time that I listen to these games, I got the pleasure and the honor to listen to Walt Frazier, New York Knicks legend and Hall of Famer, New York Knicks champion in 1970 and 73, calling this game. The guy has got the greatest lines, and that's one of them right there. Ice spice effect. That's it. Styling and profiling off the glass. Yeah, Walt Frazier's got all the phrases, man. He's got all the – and Sam Rosen for the New York Rangers. Legendary. We've been over this 100 times, man. Texas, New York Liberty also. Yep, the WNBA, New York Liberty. That's right. Boondy, another cellar dweller accounted for. Boondy in the basement. Another Aussie accounted for. What's up, Boondy? Good to see you in here, brother. Morning back to you, man. Bulldog, if you want to get more specific. It's more specific about what? Texas? The New York Liberty is the WNBA female team. WNBA, Bulldog, the New York Liberty. Randall driving the lane. Texas, I just want to hear this WNBA banter. Bulldog, Atlanta Dream is my favorite team. GB, another cellar dweller accounted for, another Aussie in the basement. GB, good day, Johnny, Rock, and the OGs. We're a happy team in Hawthorne. Just watched the 89 video and can't wait to see what you say when you watch the full game. GB, I'm watching that whole game. Oh, good, he missed the three. How is there 4 Knicks standing there and Miami gets the rebound? How is that? Stay on him. Oh, man, Hartenstein. Hero just broke your ankles. Hero pushing a 3. Way short. Josh Hart on the rebound. Let's go, Knicks. We're still down by 6 points. 21 seconds left in the first. Slow it down, guys. Slow it down. There's no reason that there's 4 of our guys standing there and Miami gets the rebound. How is that, man? I told you guys, the Rangers do the same stuff. We have disappearing acts on defense occasionally. Come on, quickly drive that lane. It's a big game tonight. Hartenstein underneath, lays it in. Did that count? That was right when the shot clock ran out. Did that count? It counted. 23-19 Miami. 3 seconds left in the first. They're just going to throw it up. Throw it up for a buzzer beater, Tyler Hero, and he missed. End of the first quarter, 23-19 Knicks. Yeah, GB, I can't wait to see the full game of that, man. Now, dude, that was a rough game. Geelong came out with some real physicality in that game, man. That game, they went after Dermott. That looked personal, GB. I tell you, I can relate the AFL to hockey better, man, because it seems like the mentality is similar to hockey. The time keeps moving. They're 2 different sports entirely, and not for nothing, the NFL is entirely different than the AFL anyway. I just think it's more hockey-based when it comes to the time. The penalties are light, the ads are light, and the play just keeps on going. If someone gets hurt, they get them off the ice, keep it moving. Someone has a problem, we have enforcers, just like they did. They're lightened up now in the new era of concussions. But you know what I mean, GB. It's kind of more relatable to that. So, but that hit by Mark Yates, that hit was intentional, and he signed up to do it. So was there a problem between these 2 guys? I asked that in the video. GB, good day, Bruin. Bad luck yesterday, Bruins. Let's get the record. Yeah, we've been all over this one, man. Bulldog, I thought Mike Breen was the play-by-play announcer for the Knicks. Mike Breen and Walt Frazier, yeah, both of them. Mike Breen and Walt Frazier. Mike Breen is outstanding, don't get me wrong, but Walt Frazier brings all the greatest phrases, man. Walt Frazier, you can hear it. Mike Breen never played the game. Walt Frazier played the game. I love listening to former players calling games as long as they're good at it. Tony Romo's another guy. I'm not a Dallas Cowboys fan, obviously. Tony Romo's a great announcer. Great announcer. The guy knows the game inside and out. He was calling plays that were going to happen before the ball was even snapped. And he was right 99% of the time. Like, former players have a better angle to listen to and get their perspective than even a seasoned great announcer. It's true. It's true. So Mike Breen, yes, and Walt Frazier. Bond, another cellar dweller accounted for. Bond's in the basement. Another Aussie in the basement. What's going on, Bond? Good day, Johnny and the dwellers. How is everyone doing? Be like me and specky that like button on the way into the basement. That's what you do. Specky that like button. If you're new in here, subscribe, bell notice, and like button. We have Nabil in here today. He is brand new. And Corey, I don't know where they went, but they are new in the basement today. Bond, read that. Bulldog, I know all about the New York Liberty. Go Bombers, Bond. Yep, good day, Bomber Bond. Hopefully they'll have a better go at it next game. Yeah, sorry, Bruin. What did your team lose like once after every 8 or 9 or 10 game winning streak? You guys drop one here and there. I don't feel sorry for the Bruins. GB, the guy's team wins like 8 or 9 games in a row, 12 games in a row, and then they lose one. Boo-hoo. Yes, I'm hating right now, Bruin. I'm hating. Obi Top in mid-range. Oh, no, out to quickly. Corner 3. Missed it. Come on, guys. We got to take this game. 23-19 Miami. 11:35 left in the half. For those guys that don't know, Miami and the Knicks are tied in their series for this season. They're tied. This game here is very important going to the playoffs. This is for the tiebreaker. and for the series win, the season series win. This, with 5 games remaining, this will put the Knicks 4 games ahead of Miami. This is a very, very, very important game for both teams. So this ain't like the other night when we were playing the 18-57 Rockets, who only want the season to end. This game has a lot of meaning to it, even though both teams are already in the playoffs. Both of these teams are in the playoffs, so we don't have any worries there. But this has a lot of other implications to the game. Hero underneath. Get up, Hartenstein. Miami passed the ball about 15 times, and they still hit a three-pointer. Bon, I watched the Hawks versus Cats grand final video. Robert, you're going to test me now. All right, you ready? You right? You ready? Here I go, Bon. I'm going to attack this last name. Robert DiPierdomenico. DiPierdomenico. Does that sound good? I'm like mumbling through it so it sounds, on point. DiPierdomenico. How's that, Bon? Is that right? I saw his name. I didn't even bother trying to do it in the video. During what I was researching, all that stuff, Bon, I didn't dare put it in the video because I think it's DiPierdomenico. I hope I'm right on that. I'm taking a wild guess. The Knicks miss again. We're sitting on 19 points for an eternity now. Come on, man. We're in our house, man. We're in our house. We're in Madison Square Garden. Come on, Knicks. We're only down. Well, no, we're down by 9 points now. Come on, man. 10 minutes left in the half. All right, Miami missed the three-pointer. Quickly bringing it back up for the Knicks. Let's go, guys. Let's go. RJ driving the lane. Come on. He missed the bucket, but he got fouled going to the line for 2. RJ is missing close shots, man. It's early in the game. We all know the first half of NBA games don't mean as much because the swings, it's like the AFL in a way that, like, no lead is safe in the NBA either. No lead is safe, as we've seen. I've seen the Knicks blow 21-point leads. I've seen them come back being down from that much. Where am I at? GB, that was a normal Saturday in those days, Johnny. Those bumps and hits were the 80s. Yeah, I know. It's just like the NFL and hockey and the NBA. Even in the NBA, you could not drive the lane and go for just like a layup or a dunk without getting an elbow right in your face. Ask Michael Jordan against the Detroit Pistons. They had games where the Detroit Pistons, Bill Laimbeer, Rick Mahorn, these were their 2 enforcers, literally. They had games where it was like, we're going to just beat up Michael Jordan and try to have the rest of the team beat us. We're just going to shut down Mike. And those were those kind of games. You can't do that nowadays. Guys like this man right here, Charles Oakley. Charles Oakley would make you pay driving the lane back then. You drove the lane to the basket, you're going to get a fist in your face, in your chest, elbow, whatever. Guys like that wouldn't be allowed in the league today. That wouldn't even be allowed. It's all because of concussions and the whole nine. We all know, and I understand that. But it's made people call calls that shouldn't be called, like ticky-tacky calls. Like everything is, no. So it's subjective. RJ missed a 3. Man, he is off today. He did hit both free throws. The Knicks are down by 8 points until Miami just hit that bucket. I knew that was going to happen. 30-20 Miami, 9:05 left in the half. Bon, I just read that. Johnny looks ripe for trolling today, bro. And yeah, I was Johnny reserved yesterday. The Rangers were already in. I committed to doing the games with you guys. I'm going to be very sporadic the next week. And the Columbus Blue Jackets, the only thing they got going on for them, the team the Rangers beat 6-2 last night, the greatest thing Columbus has going for them is that they have like 6 or 7 games left in the season, and then they can just go away. Then the season's over. Columbus is horrible. There was no reason to get excited for the game last night. I just sat and did the game. That was Johnny Reserved. You're not going to see Johnny Reserved show up here very often. But last night, I didn't see any point in yelling and screaming at a team in a game that they had just clinched the playoffs. Thank you, Islanders. Thank you, Islanders, for beating the Devils. And the Sabres lost, and that put the Rangers in before the game even started. Had they not been in, they would have had to beat Columbus to get in. I still would have been Johnny Reserve because I know they would have beaten them anyway. They beat them 6-2 last night. So their Rangers were in regardless. So that game was very unexciting to me. That's why I'm not going to flip out over a game that didn't mean much. Tonight, this is a big game. Both teams are in the playoffs, but this is a big game tonight. There's a lot of implications in this game, as I already stated. So this is a little bit different. And guys, I'm going to tell you, let me catch up here a little bit. Oh, I am caught up. Bulldog, I'll start with you. Yeah, we don't care. Right. So tomorrow I'll be up for the Brisbane Lion game against the Bulldogs in the morning. You guys will probably see me around the second quarter. So like I usually show up around the second quarter or so. I'm not doing the Rangers Devils tomorrow night. You guys know I'm going to Buffalo. Road trip, going to Buffalo for the Rangers Sabres game. Going to be there. Going to be there live. We're going to live stream from there. We're going to vlog with the camera. We're going to do a whole bunch of things. So I'm not going to be doing the Rangers Devils tomorrow night. Getting up early Friday. We've got a 6.5-hour drive ahead of us. So I'll be there. So no game for me tomorrow night. WrestleMania Sunday, the second day of WrestleMania. That's the next time I'm probably going to be live streaming. And then after that, we got Easter week. We got a lot to do that week. So next week, I'm going to be very sporadic with the live streams. You guys probably won't see me live streaming for a few days. So, and it's fine because the playoffs are around the corner. Next week is really the last week of the season for the Knicks and the Rangers anyway. So what a great time to do. I have to get a lot of other things done. We got family. Like I said, it's Easter week. We got a lot of things going on. So I'll be very sporadic. The next live stream after today, if I could squeeze the Yankee game in tomorrow at 1 o'clock, I will. I can't guarantee that. Maybe. That is a 50-50 maybe. Otherwise, you guys will see me Sunday for WrestleMania. This day 2 of WrestleMania, not Saturday night, Sunday. We'll see how that – we'll just take it from there, guys, all right? The AFL, I'll still be doing previews for next week will be round 4. I'll still be doing some reviews from where I'm at, and I'll still be on top of that. But the live streams – next week is going to be real sporadic. So I hope I caught you guys up on that. Bulldog, yeah, we don't care about the Bruins losing after 7 straight wins, Bruin. Right. That's right, Bulldog. You tell them, man. You get on them. Bagger, what's going on, Bagger? Another cellar dweller accounted for. Another Aussie in the base. What's going on, Bagger? I think I already shouted you out. You've been in here, right? Oh, no, you just got in. Okay, another Aussie in the basement. Awesome. Bagger, what's going on, man? Nailed it. Perfect. Thank you, Bagger. How you been, man? Bulldog, I've seen the Atlanta Hawks blow many leads in my life. Yeah. Trust and believe, man. I'm a Jets and a Knicks fan. I've seen blowing leads is what we do. Well, actually, a lot of the Knicks over the past – he got the bounce and one. That's what you do quickly. Got the bounce and one. Ball bounced around the rim, fell in, and quickly got fouled. So we got 2 points for the bucket, and he's getting an extra one at the line. That's what we're doing right now. Getting an extra one at the line. Come on, let's go. Quickly has been killing it this season. Killing it. Bulldog, the Atlanta Hawks won a big game last night as they beat the Cavs 120-118. Yeah, that was a tough one. I saw the highlights of the game. I didn't see the game, obviously. But that was a big one. Good steal by Quickly, man. Driving the lane again. Josh Hart cleans it up, puts it in on a second chance. Hold on. The Knicks were down 30-19. Now it's 30-28. Miami just called a much-needed timeout. We were down 30-19. Now it's 30-28. That's what I'm talking about with 8:05 left in the first half. We're going to commercial break right now. Bulldog, read that, Bulldog. Bond, yep, you said his name perfect, JB, there. I nailed it. All right. It's a video of Dip. Oh, they call him Dipper. Okay, good. You know what? Anytime I have to say his name in the future, I'm going to do that. I got to tell you, I shied away from that on the video today. Because I'm like, I'm going to chop this guy's name up. So, and I nailed it. Perfect. Dipper on YouTube called Dipper Reflects on one of the most famous moments in the grand final history. Check it out. I will. I'll definitely check it out. As a matter of fact, that's going down. NBA Cares is about coming together to lift people up. With Where did I leave off? Boondy, how far is Buffalo? 6 hours there. 6 hours there. 12-hour round trip, man. 12-hour round trip, but I'm excited, man. I'm getting to meet some guys that have been supporting my channel from day one, man. These are OG dwellers, man. Gunner, Lockport, Peso, and Thunder Dan, he calls himself now, but you guys remember him as Bill's King Mafia. So I get to meet a few of the fellas. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a Sabres-Rangers game. The Sabres desperately need that game. They desperately need that game. I'm going to be sitting not too far behind the Rangers bench, man. I'm going to be close. We're going to be close up there, and I think a lot of those guys are going to be around our area as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun. As I said, we're going to vlog our way in, vlog from the stadium, I'll live stream inside the stadium a little bit. So we're going to make it all. And then I'll have a video putting on here about our day in Buffalo, man, and on the ride there and back. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Raleigh, Johnny, excited you are going to Buffalo. Sad I can't make the trip back home. Give Buffalo my – yeah, Raleigh, that would have been cool to have you there, man. That would have been really cool. But, again, we're doing Bills, Jets. There'll be other times, man. There'll be other times that we can try to get something going on there, man. So, Bruin, like 5 hours from New York City. Yep. I'm including – Bruin, you know I'm including traffic in this, right? It's a Friday, Bruin, so you know I'm adding an extra hour on. You know I'm adding an extra hour on, Bruin. So, yeah, with no – like when we leave the game, it should be less than that, man. When we leave the game, we should be back a lot faster than we get there. That's the way it's going to be. So, Bruin, I always got to add on that extra good old New York City traffic, man. So, that's what it is. No, you're right, Bruin. You're about right. Without traffic, yes. Bond, and check out Dipper's highlights. He was a hard player for the Hawks. Oh, I'm on it. Boston, I haven't seen you in a while, man. Boston. Stay on him. I'll be right back with you, Boston. 7:51 left, Miami. Oladipo, this guy feels like he's been in the league for 9,000 years, but he's on the Pacers forever. Good rebound by Hartenstein. Josh Hart bringing it up. Hartenstein, watch out. Obi Toppin for three. Boom. Boom. Knicks take the lead. We're on an 11-0 run in the last minute 17. 7:30 left in the half. Obi Toppin nails a very important three. And Miami scored, so we just went down 32-31. But you get the point. We're moving. Boston, how you been, man? I almost read your name. You and Seth that pop in here have a good name. I'm shipping up to Boston. And I saw the Bruins logo. And I thought you were Bruin, because Bruin used to have that also. Anyway, what's going on, Boston? Good to see you back in here, man. Good to see you back in the basement. Hit that like button for me, Boston. Tinsley, good to see you back in the basement as well. Go Knicks. What's happening with you, Tinsley? Welcome back into the basement as well. GB, everybody's saying what's up. Bruin, GB, everybody's saying hello to you guys. Bulldog as well. Boondy, sounds awesome. It's going to be great. I'll have a video out for it as well. Truba, OG cellar dweller, Truba train in the basement. What's going on, Truba? Man, come on. Freaking Robinson has hit 3 threes already for Miami. They're back up 35-31. Again, guys, this is a tiebreaker between the Heat and the Knicks. The Knicks win. They win the tiebreaker. They win the season series. We'll have 5 games left with a 4-game lead. I keep stressing that. It's in Madison Square Garden, for Christ's sake. At least win this game. This is a big game for both teams. Truba, all rise. The 825 Truba train has arrived. True. What's up, Truba, man? Good to see you in here, brother. Truba, I'm very iffy on the 1 o'clock start tomorrow. You'll know if I'm on or not. But I'm not doing the Rangers and Devils tomorrow night because we're heading to Buffalo on Friday. So to meet up with the fellas. So the Rangers Devils is out tomorrow night, Truba. I'm just catching you up. 1 o'clock Yankees is 50-50 at this point, Truba, 50-50. And the rest of the weekend we're busy, so I won't be live streaming much the rest of the weekend. You don't watch wrestling, but Sunday night, the second part of WrestleMania would probably be the next live stream that I can get to. But the rest of the weekend, busy. Next week, Easter week, we're going to be pretty busy, man. So at least the Rangers and Knicks are already both in the playoffs, so I won't be missing too much. But we'll see what happens. Baga saying it's up to Boondy. Tinsley, what's up, Bruin? Boston, thanks, man. Of course, man. Good seeing you back in here. Guess what? What, Boston? Let's go, Knicks. Respect from a Celtics fan. Wow, there you go. Well, you know what? Good. I'm glad I got that back, Boston, because I was asked earlier who I think is going to win the Stanley Cup this year, and I have to. Being a fan, not being totally biased, my Rangers are going to be so close to it, but the Boston Bruins are just wrecking the league, absolutely wrecking the league right now. As we were making fun of Bruin earlier, hey, man, your team wins 8 games in a row and you lose 1 and you're crying about it. So trust and believe. I believe that's who's going to win the whole thing, and that's it. We'll see, though. We'll see. Patrick Kane and Tarasenko, watch out for them in the playoffs. I'm telling you. Our third and fourth line is no joke. Trouba, you saw Filipino. Bulldog brought it up. They extended him 4 years. They extended Filipino 4 years. That's what we need right there. Miami up 35-33, quickly hit both free throws. 5:55 left in the second quarter. We need this win. Yes, we do, Tinsley. We need this win. We need this win. No doubt it. Miami needs this win, too. That's why it's a big game. Come on, you can't let them just go up to the line like that, Hartenstein. Oh, good. Foul on Robinson. Foul on Robinson. I'm like, about, come on, man. What'd he do? Oh, yeah, he pushed Hartenstein out of the way. I'm like, but why is he driving the lane? I missed defensive basketball from the old days, man. He would have never. Charles Oakley was on this team. In those days, Robinson would have been put in the first row, man. It would have never drove the lane like that. Never drove the lane like that. This man right here, Charles Oakley, that would have never happened in those days. That would have never happened. You never just drive right in the paint like that without getting thrown into the first row. Need this web. Bulldog, I'll be at the Rangers Sabres game. I'll be streaming it for you. There you go, Bulldog. Like I said, man, handle your channel, brother. You get on there and do what you got to do, Bulldog. That's great, man. Keep going, man. You're getting better and better, Bulldog. You are. Getting better and better, man. That's cool, Bulldog. Take it. You can do that anytime, Bulldog. That's good for you, man. Keep it up, man. You bring good stuff to the table. 35-35, 5:07 left in the second quarter. Stay on him. Good defense. Stay on him. Stay on him quickly. Don't let him go around you like that. Stay on him. Good. Josh Hart. Good deal. Let's go. Let's go. Did he lose it? Oh, you had Brunson wide open, Hart. You had Brunson wide open to the right. Come on, man. I love Josh Hart. He's been a great addition from the trail. We got him. He had Brunson wide open in the corner 3, and he pushed and lost the ball. And Hart is a good handler of the ball, man. He just lost it. Anyway, Miami missed, so we're all good again. Hart bringing it up. Randall's been pretty quiet. Been pretty quiet so far. Come on, guys. We got 4.5 left in the first half. Randall driving the lane. Florida, inside Florida, and he gets it. 37-35 Knicks, and I think Miami just called a timeout. I think Miami called the timeout. So, yeah, man, thanks a lot, Boston. It's going to be nice, man, because the Celtics have been so great for so long, and the Knicks has just been a dumpster fire. Just an absolute embarrassment to themselves and the league. Rocco, basement mascot. Come here. Come here. Basement mascot, Rocco wants to say what's up there, everybody. Basement mascot accounted for. Rocco's in the basement. Raleigh, I have to dig deep into my soul to give respect to Celtics team sometime. I don't like all balls. Honestly, the Celtics and Bruins don't bother me as much as the Red Sox and the Patriots. Those are the teams I really can't stand the most. But I got respect for players on the Bruins, man. They got some really good players on there. And the Celtics, I like Jason Tatum. I like Jaylen Brown. I won't go for them. I don't want them to win anything, but I do like, certain players, yes. Bulldog, the only Boston team I don't hate is the Red Sox. Man, Bulldog, you were on a really good roll until that line right there. That line right there. The only Boston team I don't hate is the Red Sox. Bulldog, you had really good momentum going, man. You just fumbled at the goal line, Bulldog. You just fumbled at the goal line. You were rolling, Bulldog, and you just fumbled at the goal line saying you don't hate the Red Sox. You fumbled at the goal line, man. Man, the whole drive was great, Bulldog. You're still learning, brother. Bomb, my mate goes to Collingwood, and his nickname is Bomber. Really? That's interesting. That's kind of like Tyler Hero for 3. Please don't hit that. And he didn't. That's rare. Hartenstein on the rebound. That's kind of like ZZ Top. Frank Beard was the only guy without a beard. How about that? Randall for 3. Missed that. Good rebound by Hartenstein. We got a second chance off the board. Come on. Randall cannot handle the ball tonight. Rocco, what is going on? What's going on with that? Incredible. .336 left in the second quarter. No, he's not wearing his Knicks shirt, man. It's not today, man. I misplaced it. I don't know where I put it. I misplaced it. I don't have his Knicks jersey on today. I misplaced it, man. Everybody, what's up? Rocco. BK Reaper, what's going on, BK? Welcome back into the basement, man. KD confirmed, playing tonight. Yeah, I saw that. Against the Wolves, playing tonight. I did see that, man. Did see that. Hero for 3. Nah, he missed it again. Tyler Hero doesn't miss threes very often. I'm very grateful that he's missing them right now. 37-37, 2:59 left in the half. Randall's got to pick it up, and R.J. Barrett's got to pick it up. Both are playing a little sloppy. What is going on, man? Someone shoot it. There you go. Corner 3 by Quickly. Missed it. Randall on the rebound and fouled. Randall is fouled. I just left off where? Baggett, that's a shame, Boston. There you go. Bulldog, yeah, I read that. Dave Bush, I read that. G'day, Boston. I feel you. Sorry for you going for Collingwood. Uh-oh. Where we at? Oh, BK, I missed a couple, man. I'm trying to catch up. You guys know I try to read all your comments. Once in a while, I do miss some. Reaper, I'm late, but we in the basement. Johnny Rock Dwellers, how you doing tonight? Opening day tomorrow. Yes, opening day tomorrow. Let's go Yankees, Reaper. Let's go Yankees. Again, I may or may not be able to do that 1 o'clock game. I'm going to be – oh, no, Randall's hurt. No. Hold on. He's screaming. I think he's really hurt. No, not Randall. Not now. Oh, no. No. He's walking, but he is in a lot of pain. Julius Randle is in a lot of pain right now. Oh, no. He's not going to return to this game. Hold on. I'm watching the replay now. Oh, his ankle rolled this way. That is not good, guys. That is not good. He rolled his ankle badly, man. He's walking on it, though. Come on, Randall. Come on. He's still walking on it. He's walking a little better now. Walking a little bit better. All right, he's walking better. Hold on, guys. I'll get to the chat in a minute. I'm nervous. We cannot lose Julius Randle before the playoffs. Dude, you cannot be hurt. He's walking more now, man. I would rest him the rest of the game if they have to. The playoffs is way more important. Oh, he's staying in the game. Randall's at the free throw line. He's staying in the game. And I tell you, when he landed on another guy's sneaker, and it rolled. His whole foot rolled over this way, and all his weight went on it. I don't know if I would keep him in this game, though. We'll see at the half what they do. Oh, my gosh. His face is just like this right now. Like, every move he makes, he's in pain. I don't know if this is going to be smart. This game's important, but I don't know, man. Bulldog, sorry, I'm a Braves fan. I have nothing against the Red Sox. I know, but hating the Red Sox is appropriate in here. You just say it anyway. Even if you don't feel it, say it anyway. I know what you are, Bulldog. I got you. Boston, Dave and Bond, I'm going to the Anzac. Oh, wow, that's it. There's Randall. He's going off the court right now. He is in pain. I bet his ankle's going to swell right up. Randall's out for the game. Randall is out. That is a big loss right now. Big loss. The Knicks up by 1 point. Maybe he'll come out after the half. We'll see. But it's obviously not broken or torn. He wouldn't even be able to walk on it. So we'll see here. Bulldog, sorry, I read that. Bulldog, Yankees fan. Oh, I'm a Yankees fan. BK, only team I pray for their downfall is the Sox. Only sports franchise I hate with a passion. Me too, Reaper, and I hate the Patriots just as much. But the Patriots are an afterthought now. They're an afterthought now. I ain't worried about them anymore, but I don't like them at all. The Red Sox I can't stand the most because they have little sayings, oh, who's won lately? Who's a better team lately? The Yankees haven't done anything since 2009. We've won here. So what? You won a couple of battles lately. And they try to act. The greatest thing, funniest thing that Red Sox fans say, who has won more this century? Like the rings before the century don't count. Who's won more this century? Because they got to find little loopholes to make their team seem better. Now, if I were to introduce a person to baseball, never watched Major League Baseball in their life, think about how ridiculous this sounds. I'm just learning the AFL. Let's say someone came in and wanted to learn about Major League Baseball. Hey, Johnny, who's the biggest rivalry in baseball? Well, you got the Giants and the Dodgers. You got some teams that are rivalries, but the biggest rivalry is the Red Sox and the Yankees. Wow, Johnny, how many rings do those teams have? There must be some battle. They're in the same division. Yep, and they've been around just as long. They're well over 100 years in the league. It's incredible. Wow, what's their ring total? Well, the Yankees presently not living in the past. That's what the Red Sox fans like to say. You guys live in the past. Presently, the Yankees have 27 rings, and the Red Sox have 9. They're going to be like, wow, that doesn't even sound like a rivalry. There you go. 27-9. The Yankees haven't won anything since 2009, haven't even been in the World Series since 2009. But like Collingwood, they're still the team. They're still the team to beat. They're still the team that draws all the hate, all the love, all the attention. They call the New York Yankees the evil empire. Listen, guys, it's just funny because the Red Sox fans try to find little loopholes here and there. And every time the Red Sox win a World Series, they can't even win a back-to-back series. The next year, they're usually the worst team in baseball. So presently, not in the past, the Yankees have 27 rings presently. So I'll get off my soapbox now. Bruin, I agree, Johnny. There you go. There you go, Bruin. Bulldogs, I read that. I'm a little behind because Randall got me all scared. Randall got me scared. Are you all right, Rocco? Rocco can't wait till the end of the game. I'm taking him out at halftime, guys. We're almost there. 1:48 left in the half, 40-40, tie game. Boston, then I'm going to catch the Storm game after. There you go. On the city end section. Texas, pull him after the free throws. Agreed. Texas, he doesn't need to come back in this game. Listen, it looks like the Knicks are going to be playing the Cavaliers anyway, number 4 versus number 5 seed. Leave Randall out. Don't even risk the injury. We can do things without him. Obi Toppin can come in and play the game. Get Jericho Sims back out there. We'll just have to manage without Randall. I don't even want to see Randall back in this game, Texas. Boston, Johnny, do you like the NRL, the rugby league? I haven't gotten into that. This year is AFL for me. I do like what I've seen from rugby. I'm so overwhelmed with the AFL right now, Boston, that's where I'm staying. I'm putting all my effort into the AFL right now. Do I like watching rugby? Yes. I'm not well-versed in that sport yet. AFL is on the program. NRL is coming, though, Boston. NRL is coming. I'm going to look at those games, but that'll be after the AFL season. Just like I started in the off-season for footy, I'm going to start in the off-season for rugby. So trust and believe, man, I am going to be all in on a lot of stuff. I'm enjoying it and loving it, man. You guys have made it very exciting for me as well. Brunson with the pull-up jumper. Miami up 46-45, 33 seconds left in the half. Bon, I went to the Anzac Day game years ago. It gave me goosebumps when they had the respect and minute silence for the people who served in the war. I'm going to try to live stream that game, guys. What time is that? I'm going to try to live stream that game. I'll have the base. I'm going to be live streaming games here anyway. I got to soundproof the basement a little bit. As I told you guys, the games start here at like 4 in the morning, man. I got family sleeping in the house, man. You cannot be down here doing my energy. Boom! Brunson for 3 at the buzzer. Puts the Knicks up 48-46 at the half. Brunson hit the buzzer, beater at the halftime. Guys, Rocco, bear with me. I'm going to be a few minutes. Rocco's got to go outside, guys. He was asleep. He's getting up. He's roaming all around the computer table right now. He's underneath. He's bumping at my feet. Guys, I got to take him out. I'll be a few minutes, so hang in there. I'll be back by the start of the third quarter, guys. I'll be right back. Come on, Rocco. Rocco. Be right back. Presented by 1800 Tequila. Please welcome DJ Cmon. Here we go.
I'll say Quick, man. Quick wildly being the street. I think Quick would if Derek gave him the money for it. Probably Obi might. Quite fan of Obi might. I'm gonna go with Obi. Get everybody together. Have a good time. You know, Obi fun. He plays funny games. You know. Whatever. We go there and bring the fresh box. Please, get a nice crib. I'm gonna go with my man Hart, man. He's using a little bit. He's from our city. I'm gonna go hard. Big Hart in town.
Where are we at? Bond went to Anzac Dame. Go, man. Bums when they have the respect and the minute silence of the people that served in the war. Yeah, I'm going to try to live stream that game, as I was saying. Definitely going to try to live stream that game. We're still at halftime, but it's almost over. Guys are back out on the court warming up. That's going to be crazy. I know that's a humongous game every year. I did a piece on the Anzac Day. I did a video on it, and I know that that was very short of a long version of an incredible Anzac Day story. So the version I did was probably a lot shorter. There's probably so much more history behind it. And as we get closer to Anzac Day, I'm going to do another piece on Anzac Day as well. So hopefully I'll have the basement set up, get some little soundproofing on the door, and we'll be able to live stream that game. Bond, yeah, the minutes after the silence, crowd goes crazy. The roar is unbelievable. I can imagine. Gardini. What are you doing to me, Gardini? You're switching up names again. Was that the last name you were in here? I can't even keep up. Gardini. Is that the last name you came in here with? I thought it was. You were O Sauce, and then who were you after that, Gardini? Who were you after that? I thought we had a Kobe situation where 2 games left in the season. He tore his Achilles. Thought Julius did something that could have decimated this season. Oh. I mean, he's in the locker room right now. I don't have any updates, Gardini. I don't have any updates. Listen, keep him out. I don't care if he feels better. I don't care if he wants to come back in. I respect it if he wants to come back in. Just keep him out. Just don't risk it, man. We need Randall. We need him. I don't know what the Knicks are going to do without him in the playoffs. Reaper, I just read that. Bond, do the Anzac Day game, JB. Watch the memorial service before the game. It's giving me goosebumps just thinking about 100,000 people dead silent for a minute. Respect for the veterans. Oh, man. That's real deep, man. What time? I'm looking up that game right now because it'll give me the time that it's going to start. 1 second, guys. One second, guys. I'm looking that up right now since the third quarter hasn't started. We're about to start soon. Okay. Why, is it this hard to find the start time of the game? All right, the third quarter's underway. They say Julius Randle has an ankle strain. Hopefully it just stays a strain. We'll deal with a strain, but he shouldn't come back out in this game. Should not come back out in this game. That being said, Obi Toppin should be the man the rest of the way. Obi Toppin's a dunk machine. He is a really good player as well. Randall's better. Toppin's a young player. He's been on the team a couple of years. Very young player. Good future for him. Can hit three-pointers. So we're okay. We're going to be okay. And I'm sure if they got to switch some guys in and out, Jericho Sims should be seeing some action out there as well. I'll get that in a minute, man. I'm interested in seeing what time that. I know it's on the 25th of April now, but let's see what time that starts. 49-46 Miami. 10:50 left in the third quarter. Bond read that. The Brooklyn Reaper is my final. I thought Sauce was your final, Gardini. Gardini, I tell you, I try to keep up. Gardini for the next week. Now I got to catch you up. For all that didn't know, I'll give him a proper entrance now. Opening announcement. OG Cellar Dweller accounted for. Gardini in the basement. Gardini. Sauce. Brooklyn Reaper. Gardini. That GT. Gardini. I can't even keep up, Gardini, anyway. Gardini's in the basement. He's an OG. Gardini, just so you know, I might be on for the Yankee game tomorrow. I might be. But then for the next week or so, man, I'm going to be sporadic with the Knicks, Rangers, and the Yankees. I'm going to be sporadic, man. I'll probably be on for WrestleMania Sunday night. But we got a lot going on. Easter week, we got family coming in. We got a whole bunch of things next week, man. And I'm going to Buffalo to meet up with some of the fellas on Friday. So I'm not doing any Ranger game tomorrow night. Now you caught up, Gardini. But when the Knicks and playoffs and all that start for the Knicks and the Rangers, I'm all back in, man. So the Yankees are over the weekend. I won't be doing any Yankee season opening, but we got too much going on right now. Too much going on. So I'll be sporadic throughout the week. This week and next week, I'll be a little bit sporadic. So now you're caught up. Gardini, I remember the Lakers got destroyed after Kobe got hurt. Must be the same situation if he hurts himself permanently. Right now, it's an ankle strain. Let's just leave it at that. Did you see it, Gardini? He rolled it pretty badly, man. Like, I don't know if I get my foot up that high. I'll forget it. I can't get it up that high. I have no real example, but he came down on one of the Heat's sneakers, and his ankle just rolled like this, and all his weight crashed down on it. He's lucky he didn't tear anything. He would have been out not only for the rest of this season, but probably the start of next season too. So we might get lucky here. Flex. We'll start like midnight for you or thereabouts. Yeah, that's late. But I want to do it. So I'll make sure that I'm nice and soundproof down here so the family doesn't get woken up. And I'll just be lower key. I'll be lower key. Like yesterday, I was Johnny Reserved. If I'm going to do games like that, I'm going to have to be Johnny Reserved. I can't jump and scream and all that stuff because of the time frame over here. Now, I want to do that game. So if I have to take a power nap late at night, 7, 8 o'clock at night, go to sleep for a few hours, get up for that game, then that's what I'll do because I want to be on there anyway. I want to be on there for a lot of these games coming up. Figuring around round 5, round 6, I should be able to start live streaming some games. That's a couple weeks away. Gives me enough time to do that. So, but thank you, Flex. I was trying to find the time while I'm looking at the game here. Miami's up 49-48 with 10:40 left in the third quarter. Again, this is a humongous game. The Knicks need to win this to win the tiebreaker versus the Miami Heat. They're both tied in their series right now and to win the season series overall. So with 5 games remaining, this would give the Knicks a 4-game lead. So there you have that. Two Tails. Welcome into the basement, Two Tails. What's happening, man? Hit that like button on the way in. Specky the like button. There you go. Good day, Johnny and the gang. Good day back to you, Two Tails. Thank you for coming in, supporting the channel. Bon, you're going to need soundproof the basement ASAP. Trust and believe I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it. So like you said, you guys saw me as Johnny Reserved yesterday, mainly because the Rangers, which just wasn't a big game. So, yeah, don't worry. It's happening because I'm going to be live streaming these games, man. Trust and believe. I'm going to be live streaming these games. Bond, Gardini, I'll start calling Gardini. You prove to me you keep this name like Michael changed the Trouba train. You keep this name, I will call you Reaper. I will call you by your new name. But you got to prove to me that you're going to keep this name. So I'm going to call you Gardini up until I see that you're keeping this name. Good? Good. 3 players in the 2010s that would have been Hall of Famers without injury. David Wright? Oh, no doubt. Joe Mauer, Tulowitzki. Great shout-outs there, Gardini. Great shout-outs there, man. David Wright. Even if you don't like the Mets, you wanted to have that guy get a ring. He was the heart and soul of the New York Mets for so many years, man. Great third baseman. I really wanted him to get a ring. I like the Mets, though. They're my second favorite team. I know you hate the Mets, Gardini, and I know you do too, Bulldog. But there's some players on teams that you just want to see get a ring. David Wright deserved a ring, Gardini, and you know it. He deserved a ring. And you're right. Without those injuries, he would have been a Hall of Famer. Don Mattingly would have been a Hall of Famer without his back injuries. 52-51 Miami, 9:13 left in the third quarter. Brunson bringing it up. Grimes driving the lane, floats it, and it goes in. 53-52. This is a tight game. Mutombo, were you too young for the Lawrence Taylor era? No way. I remember when Lawrence Taylor was drafted. I remember when Phil Simms was drafted. You want me to go further? I remember the running backs for the Giants then? George Adams, Tony Galbraith. Remember these guys? Remember Jeff Rutledge and Scott Bruner? Remember the backups for Phil Simms? Those guys? Lawrence Taylor played with Gary Reasons and Harry Carson and Carl Banks, one of the best linebacking cores ever. I remember Lawrence Taylor all day. He's the greatest linebacker that's ever played the game. Nobody even comes near him. Nobody. Like Bill Belichick said a couple years ago when they asked about Khalil Mack, do you think he's a young Lawrence Taylor? He's like, no. Nobody's in that category. Nobody's in Lawrence Taylor category, Mutombo. Remember, they used to have sweep plays. They hand the ball off to the running back, and they would sweep away from Lawrence Taylor. Now, that's back before you even had to block the outside linebacker on the opposite side of where the play is going. Lawrence Taylor changed the game. He would hunt that guy down across the backfield and catch him and tackle him before he even gained a yard. Lawrence Taylor changed the game. They changed how they had to block. Usually when you ran a play away from the defense, like on that outside linebacker side, you run a running back away from that side, and this guy catches him more times than not, and not just in one game. He changed the game. Lawrence Taylor is the greatest linebacker to ever play the game, and that's a tall statement because there's been a lot of great linebackers. Look at that 85 Bears team. Mike Singletary, greatest middle linebacker. You could argue Ray Lewis. You could argue a few people. Mike Singletary. They had Wilbur Marshall, Otis Nixon, Richard Dent on the defensive line with Dan Hampton and Steve McMichael. Man, these guys were monsters, and Lawrence Taylor was even better than them. So, yes, Mutombo, I've heard of Lawrence Taylor. Two Tails, tapping in from Brisbane. Boom, you see it. Two Tails, I'm doing my homework, Two Tails. Doing my homework. There you go, right there, man. I don't play around. There it is, that Guernsey, which I found out is that new class job. I love it. All day, Two Tails, all day. All day. Gardini, that ankle went sideways. It was nasty. It did. Remember, come on, what was he? He's on the Hornets now. Come on. He had the nastiest one in the first or second game of the year a few years ago. Brunson at the top of the key. Gordon. I think it was Gordon Hayward. It was Gordon Hayward. That's the nastiest injury I've ever seen on the basketball court. His ankle not only rolled, it snapped. Thank goodness Randall didn't get that. Miami driving the lane. Kevin Love floats it in off the backboard. 56-54 Miami. 7:05 left in the third. Seth! I've learned, Seth. I just said this to Boston earlier. Seth, I used to read your whole name. I love saying that every time. I know when you're in here now. Seth, another cellar dweller accounted for. Seth is in the basement. Your Bucks are cooking. Your Bucks are winning the whole thing, Seth. Your Bucks are winning the whole thing. They are, and I'll be happy to see them do it. I just want my Knicks to win a playoff round. That's like the finals for me. Let the Knicks win a playoff round. Come on, Brunson, drive it up, man. Drive it up. Floater, and in. Where's the foul? Where's the foul on that? You got to be kidding me. They were all over him. Well, anyway, Brunson got the bucket. It's 58-58. Miami and the Knicks are tied at 58, 6:14 left in the third. That was crap. Brunson was fouled on that. Sixers Mavs on ESPN. The Mavs have been a sinking ship since they got Kyrie. I wonder why. Isn't that crazy? True story. True story. You want to hear something even funnier? Dinwiddie, Bridges, and come on, who's the other guy, Gardini, they got from Dallas? Oh, I can't think of his name. Dinwiddie, Cam Johnson. They didn't come. Cam Johnson, Bridges, and Dinwiddie. Sorry, I'll take that back. Dinwiddie came from Dallas. Cam Johnson and Bridges came from the Suns. All three of those guys on the Nets have already played more minutes than Kyrie and KD did. And Harden when he was there. You imagine that? KD, Kyrie and Harden played 74 total games in 3 years. Wow. That's it. Not even a full season. Mr. Marine, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Mr. Marine in the basement and at home. Mr. Marine, please tell us you are home. You are home. Released from the hospital 11 o'clock Eastern time this morning. Please tell me you're home. I'm going to skip down in the comments to see your answer. Yes, you are in your own compound. That's the best news of the day right there. Mr. Marine is home. OG cellar dweller, and he's home. One of my first subscribers, man. I think he was number 10 in the order. Mr. Marine, you are home. That is awesome. And just to catch you up, Mr. Marine, your other OG buddy, Gardini, is BK Reaper. It's hard to keep up with OG Gardini, Mr. Marine. It's very hard because he changes his name all the time. But he tells us BK Reaper is his new OG name. He'll always be Gardini, but I told him I won't call him the Reaper until he proves to me he's going to keep that name. So anyway, Mr. Marine, so you're caught up. Your fellow OG, BK Reaper, is Gardini. So there you go. Man, I'm happy you're home, man. That really makes my day, man. Really makes my day, and everybody else is in here. That is awesome news, Mr. Marine. You are the basement warrior. You're the basement warrior by far. No question about it. Gardini, you're only calling me Gardini. That's my OG name. It's never changed. It'll never change for me. But just like Trouba Train, Michael, he changed his name to Trouba Train, and I call him that. I'll call you Reaper, but I'll just shout out Gardini so everybody gets to know that's who you really are. As long as you keep the name, it's not going to happen right away. It's not going to happen right away. You've changed it too many times. So let's see how long you keep that name, and I'll start calling you by it. Kevin Love driving the lane. Come on now. 64-63 Miami. 3:55 left in the third quarter. Shot clock running down. Come on, Knicks, stay on him. Steal, stolen by Grimes. Bring it up, Grimes. Come on. Grimes. How do you miss the layup, Grimes? Come on, man. Robinson for another three. Missed it. Thank goodness. Mitchell Robinson on the rebound. Knicks bringing it back up. Brunson. RJ for three, and he hit it. 66-64 Knicks. 3:30 left in the third quarter. Miami took a timeout. Or somebody did. It's timeout. We're going to commercial. So Seth, your Bucks are cooking. Got you there. I'm going back. I'm back. Basement slowdown. I'm backtracking in the chat for a second. Why does that happen? Because we're in the basement. That's why that happens. Gardini, I don't hate the Mets. It's the same thing with the Jets. No hate, just sometimes overhyping gets annoying. I'll give you that. Colin Cowherd said it the best. He really did. And I'm a diehard Jet fan over 4 decades. And what he said about the Jets and the Giants, the difference, I have to agree with him. As a diehard Jet fan, I have to agree with Colin Cowherd. He said it, I believe earlier in the week or maybe at the end of last week. So the Giants are an organization that really gets the rings. They don't go for all the hype. The Jets are the younger brother. Look at me. I'm tougher. Look at the big names we get. Rex Ryan was a loudmouth. Now we're going after Le'Veon Bell, and they grab all these big name guys. LaDainian Tomlinson when he was past his prime. And remember all these players, man? The Jets go after. Now we're going after Aaron Rodgers. I grew up in a New York Giants household. So to Colin's point, my father way back then told me, Wow, the Jets grab all the back pages, the Giants grab all the rings. It's the way it is, and it's true. The Giants never get caught up in these hypeness. They never do. The Giants, New York Giants, are a business. They never get caught up in this hypeness. The Pittsburgh Steelers, teams like that, the Patriots, they don't get caught up in all this hypeness, but the Jets like to make a lot of noise. That's the big crap talker that that eventually gets knocked out. And unfortunately, I have to agree with that assessment because that's what the Jets have been. They go for big. Remember Matt Forte? The Jets had him way past his prime. Matt Forte. We had freaking Frank Gore was just on the team. Frank Gore. Guy's been in the league. He's like 5,000 years old. Frank Gore was just on the team. So you guys see what I'm saying? So yes, Bruin says, what's up to Mr. Marine? Bag of Dave, how you feeling, Mr. Marine? Everybody, Mr. Marine is giving it up for you, man. Rightfully so, man. The basement warrior, Mr. Marine. Bond, JB, round 5 in the tipping. There is a gauntlet side comp, $1,000 if you win it. You will find it in the tipping app. I'll explain it more in details. I did see that gauntlet thing. I think I saw it, Bond, but yeah, you can definitely explain it more in detail. I'll be in the Discord tomorrow morning for the Brisbane Bulldog game. You guys know I'll show up probably a little bit after. I'm not getting up at 4 in the morning when this game is going to be ending around 10:30. I'm not getting 4 hours of sleep, and then I got to go to Buffalo on Friday. So I'll be in there, man, maybe around halftime, guys. Look for me around halftime in the Discord in the morning. So I'm gonna sleep a little bit longer tomorrow, but I want to see my Lions, and then I'm gonna watch the full replay when they show it later on. So, but I want to be in there. I learned so much from you guys in that Discord. We got things to do tomorrow anyway, so I will be there, guys. I'll be there by the second quarter, halftime at the latest. So you can fill me in then, Bond. Miami driving the lane. Mitchell Robinson. Oh, he tries to kick it out. Foul on Grimes. Feels good to be home. I know it does, man. My goodness, man. Wow. Gardini, that was bad as when PG broke his ankle flying in situation. Oh, man, he's out for like 3 to 4 weeks, isn't he, Paul George? I think so, man. Bond, Mr. Marie, good day, mate. Hope you're mending well. Mr. Marine, BK Reaper may be our spy. We got to look into this. You never know, man. We never know with these young guys like Gardini, man. That's why I refuse to call him that until I see he sticks to that name. Mr. Marine, while you were not missing, but I mean, while you were in the hospital, you hadn't been in this chat for Gardini's changed his name like 3 times since you've been gone. GT, then it was O Sauce, something else, and then or maybe not. So I don't know. I can't keep up. Anyway, he's an OG Gardini. He can do what he wants, man. He's fine. Two Tails, I hate Jersey. I'm full Long Pie supporter. Hey, the Pies are my second team. I told you guys that, man. People said I can't have Collingwood as a second team. Why not? I support Mason Cox. I picked the Brisbane Lions, but I support Mason Cox. I support an American. I like the Brisbane Lions because they kind of remind me of my Jets. They got a lot of young players. They got some good veterans on the team. Will Ashcroft came along in the draft. We'll see how he does, but they got some good pickups. Now, I do go for Collingwood. I said in the video, Two Tails. I said in the video, I put one out today, but I think it was in the last one. And people know I'm going to support my American, man. I'm going to support Mason Cox. He left a 6-figure job to go to a country that he didn't know anybody, no family, no friends, in a sport that he didn't know that well. Not much better than I know it right now. Mad respect. That's inspiration, man. That's inspiration. And Collingwood is kind of like my New York Yankees. It's a love-hate thing, and they haven't won since 2010. My Yankees haven't won since 2009, but every team has to respect the presence. So I get it. I have 2 teams in every sport, so I had to pick a second team. Hartenstein with the floater. He freaking missed it. That was that Miami's ball. 69-67 Knicks right now. They turned the ball over, missed the shots. 2:09 left in the third. Light follower, welcome into the basement, man. Subscribe, bell notice, hit that like button. Keep this basement rolling. We're almost at 2,000 subs. We're aiming for 5,000 subs. Light follower, ready for baseball season? Amen. I'm ready for that to get underway. The Yankees will be live streamed on this channel, not so much in the beginning right now. I got too much going on, but just so you know, light follower, I will be doing Yankee games, but the Rangers and the Knicks playoff games will always take precedent. Just like when the Yankees are in the playoffs in October, the Knicks and Rangers season's just getting underway. The Yankees take precedent at that point. And footy, they're going to be in the playoffs as well. So it's going to be a fun season, guys. Gardini, nah, Johnny, no matter how long I got this name, you call me Gardini. Probably will, man. Probably will. But I got to let people know who you are, man. Bruin, it's a great thing that you're back home, US. Yep. Great thing that he's back home. Amen. Gardini, 1 p.m. Thursday afternoon. Can't come any slower. I hear you, man. I'm trying to get some things done in the morning before the game starts. I might live stream it. I'm leaving for Buffalo Friday morning, as you know. So I can't. I told Truba, too, I can't promise the Yankee game tomorrow. Can't promise it. 71-69 Miami, 105 left in the third quarter. Quickly driving the lane. Jump back to just beyond the arc. Come on, Hart. Quickly's open. Shoot that three quickly. Shoot that three. Boom, he hit it. Boom, 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 boom. He hit it. 72-71 Knicks. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Come on. Stay on him, Hartenstein. How is he? Good stuff, Josh Hart. Good stuff. You picked him up. He was wide open. Good steal by Quickly. Go. Bring it home. Reverse layup. Nails it. 74-71 Knicks. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Let's go. Quickly, 7-10 from the field. 19 points so far. Tyler Hero, man, for Miami, just hit a three-pointer, tied it up 70. Tyler Hero for the Miami Heat, that dude can shoot threes all day. Great three-point shooter, man. Tied the game up 74 apiece now. Nick Quickly at just beyond midcourt. Oladipo, who's like 6,000 years old, is guarding him. Quickly with a fadeaway jumper and hit it. 76-74 Knicks. Oladipo bringing it up. Oladipo was fouled. He's going to go to the line for Miami for two. 1.2 seconds left in the third. Mr. Marine, Bond, yes, I know. Home feels a little weird, but home in my barracks. There you go. Bond, good to hear. Mr. Marine, I'll catch you in the Discord, brother. Yeah, I'll be down there, man. Dusty Martin's out for the game. I took Collingwood into tipping for that, partly for that reason. I took him anyway, but then I found out Dusty wasn't in the game. I'm like, Pies are going to win that game too. They rolled the Power. The power outage, they said, was at the GABA. The power outage continued against Collingwood. They got their doors blown off. Port Adelaide should be ashamed at the game they came out and played. I can't even say they played the game. They got absolutely annihilated. Collingwood made a huge statement in that game. Huge statement. That was a beatdown of epic proportions. Mutombo, baseball versus cricket. Cricket bowlers go 110. I don't know anything about cricket, so I can't. There's plenty of guys, Mutombo, in here that do know about cricket. I don't know anything about the game. Nothing. I can't even comment on it. So other people in here could definitely comment on that, Mutombo. You got a lot of guys in here that know about cricket. Gardini. Speaking of cricket, where's Manav? No Manav tonight? I think Manav's going away for like a month. I think he said he's going to go to Turkey and Istanbul. So I think he's leaving soon. I hope it's not during the week I'm gone. But he's going to be gone for like a month, OG Manav. But I don't think he left yet. It's weird he's not in here because anybody that brings up cricket, Manav's all over it. Oh, yeah. Gardini, I can't do it opening day, but we did all of us discussed this, man. We're going to think of some type of – Gardini, as a matter of fact, start thinking. Bruin, you guys are OGs. You get first shot at this, as we spoke about, to do the baseball games. We got to think of some contest so we can get an order of who wants to do what inning. But I can't do it tomorrow, Gardini. I got too much going on, man. I can't. For the next week or so, I'm going to be very sporadic on here, man. Very sporadic. I am going to do my previews for the AFL round 3. I'm going to do a review of that Collingwood-Richmond game for sure, the Brisbane game. The Brisbane, they should destroy the Bulldogs. We're at the end of the third quarter right now, guys. We used to destroy the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs and the Hawks are an embarrassment, man. Both of those teams showed zero effort or heart in either of those two games. So the Sydney Swans, who lost badly in the grand final, they're 2-0, but it's kind of like Fremantle's 0-2, but the Dockers aren't really like an 0-2 team. They really shouldn't be. They didn't show up against the Kangaroos. I know that. But, I mean, Sydney being 2-0, like, who did they really beat? They wrecked the Hawks, but it's the Hawks. The Hawks are a wooden spoon candidate. I mean, the Swans are a better team. Without Buddy Franklin, they still destroyed them. Like, the Swans are 2-0, but is it an impressive 2-0? No, it's not. I'm not hating on them. I'm just saying, there's some teams that are 0-2 or started. Like the Dockers, 2 games, they just could never get the game going in the beginning. Just couldn't get the game going. Couldn't get into the game until it was too late. They really, if they were behind, they probably would have beaten St. Kilda. They just were. That's what I saw anyway from my short time of following. GB, got to go. Get ready for work. Great game of basketball, everyone. Hope they give you a hot nurse. Take care of you. Hope they give you hot nurses to take care of you, Mr. Marine. And there you go. Mr. Marine, that's right. There you go, GB. Good exit statement. Dave, another cellar dweller accounted for. Dave Oz, another Ozzy in the basement. What's going on, Dave? I'll read that in a second, Dave. 76 straight up. Miami and the Heat are tied. Miami and the Heat. Why did that happen? Because we're in the basement. It's Miami and the Knicks are tied 76-76. Fourth quarter just getting underway. Dave, Johnny, thanks for introducing your daughter to the rabbit hole. This is Aussie pub rock like Barnsey and Farnsey. Yes, sir. Actually, you know what's funny, Dave? Barnsey and Farnsey, just a little while back. I'm like, who in the world is that? I actually know who that was without the brackets. I knew that. I actually knew that now. Barnsey and Farnsey. So, yes, that's cool. You can enjoy it together. Yep. She's going to be in and out because she works a lot, Dave. She works a lot. But when she gets here, I try to get some videos in with her, record some, and just schedule them to post. When I do things, I just schedule them to post. I don't actually do them at that moment you see them. Hero, Mr. Corner 3. That's huge for the Knicks. Dave, cricket and baseball are very similar speed, so let's respect them equally. Oh, I don't have anything bad to say about cricket. I don't know anything about the sport. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about the game, so I don't know. I can't comment on it because I haven't gotten into it yet. I haven't given it a chance. Like, I haven't looked at it. So I'm into too many other things right now. So when I say I don't know about it, I never want to sound like a person that thinks they know everything about everything. If I don't know something about a sport, I'm going to tell you I don't know. I don't even know a little bit to even fake that I know. How about that? I don't even know a little bit to even BS through my way through a situation in cricket. So I'll just flat out tell you I don't know. 79-76 Knicks, 10:45 left in the fourth quarter. Just like my uploaded videos, I don't edit them. If I make a mistake in the video, I keep it rolling. You guys just see me for what it is. I am transparent. When I make an error and I know I just made an error, I don't edit. A lot of reactors, they always got to make sure everything's perfect. So they always look like they know what's going on at all times. That's just not realistic. If I make a mistake in there, I just leave it in there. I don't edit that out. And it's fine. Who cares? You make mistakes, so what? 79-79. Miami just tied it up with a three-pointer. I didn't see who hit it because we're talking. Dave, St. Kilda is celebrating their 150th year as a club this weekend. Thanks for that information, Dave. I didn't know that. Bagger, cricket best ever speed was closer to 100 mile an hour, methinks. Quickly underneath the Hartenstein, who brings it down. Boom, boom, boom. 81-79. Knicks, 10 minutes left in the fourth. Hero. Still almost stolen. Good defense by Grimes, though. Good defense by Grimes. Oladipo, top of the key, and he hit the three. Just outside the arc. Yeah, Gardini, I know he's only like 32 years old. I know, but it just seems like he's been in the league for like 5,000 years, doesn't it? Because every year on the Pacers, he's always hurt all the time. It just seems like he's been in the league a lot longer than that. So there are some players like that. Isn't that funny? Like Kevin Love seems like he's been in the league for like 500 years. Grimes kicks it back out to Josh Hart. Driving the lane. Beautiful lay-in. Beautiful spin and lay-in. Josh Hart. Knicks go up. That was amazing. I just wanted to know it was a foul there. Anyway, 83-82 Knicks. 9 minutes left in the game. Oladipo with the reverse layup, and he hits it. Boy, they're going back and forth right now. Back and forth. Gardini, Johnny movie that'll give you a good laugh. Cocaine Bear. It's a must-watch. I've seen the commercials for it, Cocaine Bear. I mean, like, what are we doing with movies? I'm sure I like really dumb, funny movies at times, so I'll check it out. Gardini, Johnny, use your moniker. I got that from Bill Parcells, and it's so true. You are what your record says you are. It's not the refs. It's not the injuries. You are what your record says you are. Bill Parcells said that, and it's such a true statement. Even if there's a bad call by a ref at the end of the game, look at the Super Bowl with holding on Bradbury, right? He admitted he was holding. But the Eagle fans are saying, see, that's why we lost. The refs blew the game. No, they didn't. Did the refs fumble away the ball for a touchdown like Jalen Hurts did? Did the refs allow Tony to run all the way back to the 4-yard line with the refs playing on special teams? The Eagles fans blame that Super Bowl on the refs on that call. Bradbury even admitted he was holding. So like Parcells says, you are what your record says you are. Those are 2 touchdowns right there. Jalen Hurts fumbles that ball away, and then you give up a kick return all the way to the 4-yard line, your own 4. Well, man, you can with Patrick Mahomes and company, you're scoring a touchdown. Good. Miami just missed. Oladipo missed a 3. Josh Hart bringing it up. We're tied at 84 with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Julius Randle is out for the game. Hopefully on the mend, he has a strained ankle for those that don't know. Johnny move. I just read that. Bond, hopefully the Bombers crash the same. I picked the Bombers too. I picked them. I did pick them. Stringer's back. I know Peter Wright is still out, but Stringer's back. And the Bombers just took over in the fourth quarter. I know it's against the Suns, but they took over in the fourth quarter and said enough of this 72 stuff. And they just took off. They said enough of this charade and left the Suns in the dust. Oladipo for 3. Missed it again. Good. Let's go, Knicks. Come on. 84 straight up. 7.5 left to go in the game. Manav, we just spoke about you. Ears must have been ringing. OG cellar dweller accounted for. Manav is in the basement. Manav, we're talking about cricket. I said, yeah, as you know, Manav, I don't know anything about cricket. I said, wait a minute. Speaking of cricket, where's Manav tonight? There you are, Manav. Truba, welcome home, USMC. At home, back in his barracks, as he said. Basement Warrior is home, Truba. Yes, sir. He is back home. Good for him. So happy for him. Manav, eating my dinner now, Johnny. Chicken Parmesan. Ooh. Man, Manav, living the life. Chicken Parm, man. I'm jealous. Gardini, Manav in the basement. OG brother, how we doing? Manav, BK Reaper is Gardini, just so you can keep up. BK Reaper is Gardini. It's Gardini. That's your OG brother right there. Bond, Manav came out of nowhere. He did come out of nowhere. His ears were ringing. Once cricket started being said, then it hit me that Manav wasn't here yet. I'm like, wait a minute. Cricket's being spoken about. Manav's not in the conversation. Then it hit me, and then there he is. Manav comes out of nowhere, like Rick the Ninja normally does. Rick the Ninja, we'll probably see a lot of him again during the Yankee season. OG Rick the Ninja, who was one of the first guys when I first started live streaming. It was the Yankees versus the Royals 4-game series at the end of July. Like, what a series to pick to do my first live streams. Yankees, Royals, not an exciting series. And trust and believe, that was a long 4-game weekend. Even the game where Aaron Judge hit the game-winning home run in the bottom of the ninth to win 1-0, the game itself, every inning was one of those innings, 3-2 forever. Foul ball, foul ball, foul ball, foul ball, foul. One of those games. It just went on and on and on. But anyway, OG Rick the Ninja is that way. He'll talk in the first couple of innings, then you don't see him at all. Then he comes around about the 8th inning and pops out with a trivia answer. So we got guys like that. Dave, baseball on September 24th, 2010 against San Diego Padres. Chapman was clocked at 105.1. Oh, Aroldis Chapman. Yeah, I think Aroldis Chapman, 105.1. Man, that's I know when he was on the Reds, he hit 103. Yeah, the dude has a hell of a fastball, but he's gone now. He's on the Royals now. Aroldis Chapman is lightning. He was lightning fast, but he started tailing away at the end there, man. He started losing it a little bit, and he's on the Royals now. Fastest ball, 100.2 miles an hour. Manav, good in you, Bon. Gardini, Luka Doncic, step back three is the sweetest move in basketball. I'll tell you what, man, the sweetest move in basketball right now is seems to be the Dallas Mavericks maybe not making the playoffs. How's KD doing tonight? You didn't play yet. They haven't played yet, right? No, I don't think so. Bulldog, back in the basement. Good to see you back here, Bulldog. Bon, I'm a great Manav. Mrs. Bon is making my life great. She's a godsend. That's awesome, Bon. I love hearing stuff like that. Me and Mrs. Basement, we're together 28 years, man. Still my dream woman to this day. I got you on that, Bon. Got you 100%. With you, brother. I'm with you, man. Without her, I'd be dead in a bar somewhere. I'm not even joking. I would be, it would be bad. So trust and believe, Bon. I'm right there with you. Oh, my gosh. True, I'm using your words. Trust and believe. I've been using it all week. And lethargic, because I see you down there, Truba, with the lethargic. Very lethargic. Those words have been with me, Truba. Those words have been with me. Josh Hart dumped it off to RJ. I was about to say something else, but he didn't do it. RJ driving the lane. Goodness gracious, man. All right, he almost traveled. Quickly with the floater, he missed it. Nobody there to grab their offensive boards. Miami gets it coming back up. Foul on the Knicks. 6:30 left in fourth quarter. Foul on the Knicks. Foul on Grimes. He's got to have 3 or 4 by now. Grimes has a few fouls in this one. Hold on, guys. What is going on here? Oh, he missed the first. Martin missed the first. There you go. Nick's still up. Okay, let me get back to this. I thought the refs talking. I didn't know what was going on. Anyway. Gardini, yeah, I remember I was there with you recovering from tearing my leg up in a bike accident. I missed something completely because I don't even know what you're talking about. It's interesting, though, that both cricket and baseball styles still reach the same speed with 2 very different actions. Yeah, isn't that crazy? It sounds crazy anyway, but to hit those kind of speeds, yeah. I mean, we got relief pitchers throwing 100 miles an hour. Josh Hart underneath the basket, nobody around, lays it in. Knicks go up by 3, 88-85, 6:15 left in the fourth. 6:15 left in the fourth. Come on, guys, come on. Dave, I just read that. Bagger Dave, that's why I call him Bagger. All the Daves are going to screw me up. Bagger, how did you go with the job interview the other day, Bon? That's right. Quickly double teamed. He's double teamed. Kicked it back over to RJ, to Josh Hart. Don't push the 3 hard. Drive the lane. Kicks it back out to Grimes. Shot clock running down. Miami playing real tight defense. Grimes was fouled. Misses the shot. Grimes going to the line for 2. Grimes going to the line for 2. Just hit the first one. Knicks up by 4 points, 89-85. 5:40 left in the fourth. And he hit both. Bounced around, but it did go in. 90-85 Knicks. 5:35 left in the fourth quarter. Bon, thank God for Rocker. We wouldn't have the great man Johnny Basement bringing joy to our lives. I will let her know you said that, Bon. Thank you, man. And that's a 100% statement. Thank you very much, Bon. I appreciate that. Josh Hart bringing down the house. That's what's up. That is what's up. Knicks take a 7-point lead, 5:10 left in the fourth quarter. Plenty of time left in the game. But I like it that we're extending the lead a little bit right now. Hartenstein with the steal. Grimes, bring it up. Boom! Don't hang on the rim, Grimes. Don't hang off the rim. They're going to give you a foul for that. That's what's up. The Knicks are taking over at Madison Square Garden, letting Miami know we're starting to pull away. I'll calm down because I don't want to jinx this. Beautiful. The Knicks are playing great defense right now. Josh bringing down the house. Where I leave? Oh, yeah, Bond. Yeah, I'll let her know you said that, Bond. Definitely. Thank you. Because you see here, all the credit goes to her. I'm telling you. It was me and Jack Daniels for a too long a time. I tell you guys all the time, I have no shame in telling you guys that. Me and Jack Daniels partied for a long time, too long. And because of Rock, Mrs. Basement, he's gone. Jack Daniels is out of here. Boom, 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 boom. Out of here. Thanks to her, that's the person I am today. So, yep, very good. Bond, 100%. She gets all the credit. Gardini, the Royals series in July. Yeah, that was whew. But, hey, man, look at the great things that came out of it. It got all the OGs, hey, CJ Mosley at the game. Love it. Got all these guys going. Man, this has gone incredible lengths, man. That's when all the OGs came around. For all the Aussies wondering why I called them the OGs, because they were originals, man. I think like Mr. Marine told me, he was my 10th sub. Trouba's around that area. Gardini's around that area. Gunner, Manav, Bruin, Peso. I'm forgetting some names. And it's no offense. Who am I forgetting? Rick the Ninja is another OG. Rick the Ninja. Mr. Marine. Look at Larry Johnson. Look at CC Sabathia is at the game. Sabathia. They got a lot of people. Hey, you know what's funny? What happened to all the stars that were going to the Nets games? What happened to all the newfound Nets fans, the diehard Net fans when Kyrie and KD, all the stars were going to the Net games all of a sudden? I've always been a Nets fan. Always been a Nets fan. Where are they all now? None of them are going to the games. Isn't that weird? Boy, talk about fakeness. Talk about fakeness. Give me a break, man. All those stars at those games because they got KD, Kyrie, James Harden, all of that. They're all showing up the Nets games. I've always, whatever. Who has the better team going forward now after all that? Gardini, we're almost at 2,000 subs thanks to you guys. Yes, 94-85 Knicks, 4:48 left in the game. Josh Hart playing great defense right now on Jimmy Butler. Yes! Butler got called for a double dribble. Turned the ball over. Turned over. Jimmy Butler's a great player, man, for Miami. And one of the great players in the league, man. For him to double dribble, wow, because he did do that. Wow. Josh Hart was smothering him on defense. Smothering him. He double dribbled right there. He did that extra bounce. That is rare for Jimmy Butler to make a Miami's challenging the call. While they're doing that, let me catch. Ozzy's going to bring up to 2. You guys have been tremendous for me. The OGs have been tremendous for me. I appreciate every single person that has been supporting this channel. Trust and believe. I'm going to Buffalo to catch up with Lockport. There's your other OG, Bills King Mafia. He was around from the beginning. He may not be in a live stream all the time, guys, but Bills King Mafia is an OG. You guys remember him? He's been around a long time. He has been. He doesn't show up in the live streams a lot, but he has been around since the beginning, so I still give him that status. I'm going to Buffalo because of the support I get. So I eventually will be at games with guys. Gardini, you got to show. Gardini was going to be at was it the Jet game you were going to go to that I was at? It was the Jets-Bills game, Gardini, that was supposed to be there. When I go to games, guys, I'll let you know when I'm going. If you guys can catch up and make it to some of these games, great. But I'm going to Buffalo out of appreciation for the OGs that have been there, the ones that live in Buffalo as well. So we'll be Gunner, Pesso, Lockport, and Bills King Mafia. Truba, Volpe wearing number 11. Really? He wearing Brett Gardner's number. Wow, Truba. All right. I like Brett Gardner, man. I was a big Brett Gardner fan. So Gardner must have given him his blessing. It's not like they were going to retire Gardner's number anyway. But he was a great Yankee to me, man. I like Brett Gardner, man. The guy played 110 every game and made pitchers. He made pitchers throw a lot of pitches, man. So love that as well. Miami missed the shot. Knicks have the lead. Miami has no field goals in the last 4.5 minutes and counting. Knicks bringing the ball back up with a hold on. Before I say the name, let me see if the Knicks score here, and I'll give you an update. They have a 9-point lead right now, but hold on. Quickly fouled. Missed the bucket, but fouled. They're up 94-85 with Quickly going to the line. 4:17 left in the fourth quarter. Dave, Bonds saying, Dave, I've been waiting for them to call back after I spoke to reception twice. No call yet. Really want the job. I'll go in and rev the boss up. But stay on top of it, Bond. You'll get that job, man. Basement told them to hire you, man. If that works, let me know. Gardini, Russ is having a night in Memphis. 27 points, 10 of 10 assists, 5 of 5 from 3 range. Wow, Russ. Good for him, man. I don't like the hate that Russell Westbrook gets, man. I don't like the hate he gets. So good for him. Good for him, man. Bagger, I typed slowly for any altercations. It's all right. And if you did have altercations, Bagger, it's because you're in the basement. That's why. We're all pulling for you, Bond. We're all pulling for you to get that job, Bond. We're all pulling for you, my man. Knicks up by 10 points, 4:05 left in the fourth. Keep us posted on that, Bond. You see how we do with our guys in the basement, man. You're a regular cellar dweller, so we're pulling for you, man. Miami missed another shot, or did they get that? All right, 3:45 left in the fourth. It's 95-87 Knicks. We got an 8-point lead. Let's keep it rolling here, guys. Truba, I'm married 43 years by the grace of God and the patience of Saint Susan. Amen, Truba. Truba, that's the way it was. My father and mother were married 47 years, not including the years they dated before my father passed away. Gosh, it's been 13 years now he's been gone. 13 years this month. A couple of weeks ago was his anniversary. 13 years, man. But they, long marriage, man. Yep, they've been ups and downs and the whole thing. Rocking out 28 years together, man. So a lot of young people should realize, man, if you got the right person, you got to keep moving forward with them. Go through the ups, the downs, the whole way, man. Communication is key to all long-term relationships and how to make them long-term. And that's all I got on my soapbox. Quickly going in. Tree kicks it back out to Grimes. Bring it up, Hartenstein. Oh, he missed. Get that Oh, come on, man. We needed that. Come on. And how do you miss a layup? You're 10 feet tall. Hartenstein with the rebound. Good, man. Miami missed anyway. You can't miss that, man. Come on, Knicks. Don't choke. We're up by 8 points, 97-89. How can you be as tall as Hartenstein and miss? It's like right here. Come on. Barrett for a corner three, and he hit it. 100-89 Knicks. We're up by 11 points with 2:10 and counting. Let's go, Knicks. Let's go. Keep that defense on him. Come on, Knicks. Under 2 minutes left in the game. We're up by 11. And why is he wide open for 3? Come on. The Knicks just can't give us a breather, right? How is he wide open for 3 in a corner shot, Martin? How is he wide open for a corner 3? I should just have a sign for the Rangers and Knicks at times. Where is the defense? Hartenstein, get rid of that ball. You're not – there you go. Josh Hart. He missed. Come on. Now we're playing sloppy. Minute and a half. We had an 8-point lead. We still have it. Butler kicks it back out. We stole the ball. Slow it down, guys. Slow it down. We got 16 on the shot clock. Minute 17 left in the game. Slow it down. Quickly's got the ball. Let's go. Knicks by 8. Slow it down. 5 on the shot clock. Now we got to get the bucket. Quickly for 3. He missed it. That's what we didn't need to happen. Trouba, come to Long Island. I'm going to let you know when we do come back out to Long Island, Trouba. You'll be the first guy I'll let know, man. Next trip that we do to Long Island, I'm going to let you know because you're around the same area that I used to live. I was maybe 15 minutes from you. Trouba, I'm going to let you know when we come back out to Long Island. We still have family out there. I'm going to let you know, man, so we can meet up. No doubt about it, Trouba. You're on there, man. That's actually, that can happen pretty easily, Trouba. No doubt. Gardini, it was a Jets game. Yeah, I got sick. Would have been great to meet up. Hey, we're going to do it this year too, Gardini. I go to Giants games too, man. My son's a Giants fan, so we're going to be going, man. So we'll be able to meet up, guys. Mr. Marine, I'd love to meet up with him too. Truby called Grady, and he said, absolutely go for it. He did. He called Gardy. Oh, that's great. He actually asked for Brett Gardner's blessing. That's what's up. That's respect to your veteran teammate. Quickly, how did you miss that free throw? We're up by 8 points with 35 seconds. This game really should be over. But come on, Quickly. Don't be missing shots. Froge, Fuzzy Bear. You guys know Froge, Cellar Dweller. He's a personal friend of mine. Known him for 17 years. Fuzzy Bear, guys, is Miami everything. Marlins, Dolphins, Heat, and Florida Panthers. Froge, yeah, we're cheating. That's right. That's right. Fuzzy, I remember when my father passed. Yeah, Froge, thanks for the big ups, man. Yep. I remember we were working together then, Froge. Yep. You remember. Greg was our supervisor. Yeah, that was a sad day, man. I had to leave work that day. I remember. Yep. Yep, Froge. 13 years ago as well. Trouba, really? Yeah, mine was March of 2010. March of 2010, my father, he had heart problems for a long time. That's why I'm so, when I hear with Mr. Marine, that's why it just brings back a lot of memories, man. So that's why I'm like, big ups to him. It just brings back memories. And you too, Trouba, 13 years ago. Wow, man. My father was 67. He was 67, Trouba, when he passed. Bulldog, Johnny falling on the floor. I have to, man. I haven't done that since the Jets. I think the last time I rolled like that was when Zach Wilson completed a 5-yard pass. I think that's the last time I rolled like that, when Zach Wilson actually completed a pass. The Knicks won 101-92, 101-92. So, Froge, while you're in here, let's go over what your Miami Heat have done. The Knicks have won the tiebreaker and the season series against your Miami Heat. So, with 5 games left, the Knicks have a 4-game lead in their system, man. Froge, I always appreciate you popping in, though, brother. I can't wait till you hopefully maybe we'll meet in the playoffs. Trouba, you had a good run. He was 87. Thanks, Bruin. Wow, Trouba. 87. Wow. I wish my father lived to 87, man. He was 67 here. But Bulldog, sorry for your loss, Trouba Johnny and Fuzzy Bear. Yep. Thank you, Bulldog. Appreciate it, man. Much appreciated. I'll read through a couple more of these guys, and then I got to get up early for the Discord. Guys, look for me around the second quarter or so for the Brisbane game. I got like 6 hours I would have to get up, and I'm not even ready to go to sleep. Well, anyway, I'll see you around the second quarter. Dave, if you've got the right person, you got to work with them through the ups and the downs. Couldn't agree with you more, and that applies to sports teams. Well, as a Jet fan and a Knicks fan, there's been a lot of downs. But in a relationship, yeah, if you don't have communication, man, it ain't going to go for very long. If you don't give in, if both sides aren't giving in, and just it's not going to work. But a lot of young people today, they just break up. Oh, it just wasn't working. We broke up. Are you kidding me? I remember my mother told me, my parents were 47 years before my father passed away. My mother told me, for the way young people break up and over the reasons, she's like, your father and I would have broken up 500 times. I mean, like, the young people don't work through anything. A lot of them don't. We work through a lot of stuff. Trouba's been married for 43 years. So everybody works through things. That's because of communication and working as a team. What a concept. Gardini, do I sound ignorant saying football is the hardest sport to play defense in terms of man-to-man? We'll get into that on the next stream, Gardini. I don't have time for that now, but I mean, you got an argument there, Gardini. You got an argument there. True, but Daniel Murphy just signed with the Ducks. Did he really? Oh, by the way, about Sammy Blais all of a sudden getting all these points now. All of a sudden, Sammy Blais can play. Whatever, he's off the Rangers. Who cares? Gardini, Johnny, when you're heading out to the stadium, I can go any day, anytime in the summer. Awesome, brother. We will. I'm going to let Truba know. I'm going to let you know. We'll all hook up. Look for the live stream on Friday, and I'm going to put a vlog on here when I go to Buffalo on Friday. So you guys look. I won't live stream the whole game from the game, but you guys will see bits and pieces, especially when I run into Gunner and the guys. Cool, Froge. Cool, man. Definitely. Let's do that, man. Come up for the Jets-Eagles again. I mean, the Jets-Dolphins again. That was fun last time, right? Didn't we put up 40 points on your team when we went to the game together? Manav, good night, Johnny and the other dwellers. Love you all forever. Manav, we love you too, brother. Thanks for showing up. Right at the time they were talking about cricket. Flex, Mason Cox is out the next game. He got injured. Oh, I didn't see that yet, man. What happened to him, Flex? Tinsley, good night. Thanks for always showing up and supporting the channel as well, Tinsley. Appreciate it. Froge, don't forget to hit that like button, Froge. I think you forgot, Froge. Froge is Fuzzy Bear, for those that don't know. Bond, don't forget your tips, everyone, in the tipping comp. Mine are in. I already did my video on who I picked. Mine are in. Oh, Gardini, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope whichever one that one of your parents was has worked that out. As a former major alcoholic, man. It's not easy, bro. It's not easy. It's a lot of work. Even when you really want to do it, it's a lot of work, man. So I don't know the situation there, Gardini. I just say support as much as you can, my man. Bruin, you're not wrong, Gardini. No, he's not wrong. Defensively, look at the head coach. Listen, we got to get into that another stream. I got to go eat dinner and get ready to crash. Night, Johnny. Have a good one. You too, Gardini. Thanks for showing up, brother, and always supporting, being a great OG. Manav, good night. Good night. Everybody's saying good night. Flex, hurt ribs and internal bleeding. Wow, really? I'm going to look into that tomorrow, Flex. Wow. Big task. Let's go, Knicks. Another cellar dweller accounted for right at the end of the stream. But big task. We won the tiebreaker and the season series versus the Miami Heat. Let's go, Knicks. Come on, bring on the Cavs in the first round. Let's go. James, welcome back into the basement. Subscribe. Oh, you already have, but just hit that like button for me, James. You guys are showing up at the end. Much appreciated. Love the great content. James, thank you for supporting the channel as well, man. Much appreciation for everybody in here that's been following along this journey in the Johnny Basement era. Thank you. Froge, just did. I got you, brother. Awesome, Froge. Appreciate you, my man. You know I love you, man. 17 years. Personal friend of mine. Great guy. Great guy. We like breaking each other's chops about our teams. He's a Dolphin fan. I'm a Jet fan. He always gets to get one over me because his Marlins beat my Yankees in 2003 in the World Series. I have not lived that down from him yet. I got nothing to say on it. Sucked. Like that, we should not have lost that. Anyway, Bruin, damn sorry to hear that, Gadini. Bruin, night, guys. Peace out, OG, Truba, Bruin, everybody. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for all the support you've given me. Much appreciated. I will see you all later on. Way back, I see you popping in here. I got to say, you're a cellar dweller accounted for. Awesome, way back. I haven't watched the music video yet. I'm going to get on that, man. Pretty busy, but I haven't forgotten. You're still right here, way back. You're still right here. And on that note, guys, I'm Johnny Basement, and I am out. See ya.